Peggy 16. Peggy 16.
You call, I answer! Pushing you on the scene! Man, come on! I'm ready to go! Calculated! Time to play. You gonna keep me waiting, babe? do the killing.
Hi guys, welcome back. It's Street Fighter League Pro Europe. I hope you are ready for another week of action. We've got 2 big matches lined up. We'll get into it after this. Hi, this is Street Fighter League Pro Europe 2022. I'm your host, Logan Sama. It's week 7 of action. And if you've just joined us, where have you been? We've got 24 of some of the finest talent that Europe has to offer, arranged in 6 teams, fighting it out for dominance across this beautiful continent. Street Fighter League is here in Europe, and it's here to stay. Boy, we have got 2 great matches lined up for you today. Leading off, we have 00 Nation, who are flying high right now on the leaderboard, going up against Reason, who have dug out some very impressive results so far, despite their unfavored squad compared to some of the big names here. They've been delivering some tremendous performances. Our second match includes a team that needs to find the tremendous performance somehow, because Wild Blast are cemented to the bottom of the leaderboard. They've got a very difficult task today because they're going up against one of the favored teams in mouse sports. I've got 2 of the very, very best in the game with me, though, because they are going to explain right now for you guys at home how this format works. It's a brand new look format for Street Fighter League this year. Let's hand it over to 2 of the very best in the game. I've got F-Word. I've got Jammers. They're going to explain it to you right now. Guys, how are you doing today?
Logan Summer, what's going on, man? Street Fighter League Pro EU is here. Week 7, an emotional week last week. We're doing great, Logan. Hope you're well too. Loving the shorts, I must say. Loving the shorts. And as you said, we're going to talk you guys through how this works. It's not like the other Street Fighter Leagues, guys. It's a slightly different format, similar to Street Fighter League Japan with a slight twist. So how it works is matches are played in a 3 versus 3, home versus away format, whereby which the away team has to reveal their team, player, and character order at the start of the match. And then the home team has the advantage to counterpick as they go on. In terms of the worth of each match, Game 1 is played in a best-of-3 10 points format worth 10 points. Game 2 is played in a best-of-3 format worth 10 points. And Game 3, the all-deciding one, is played in a best-of-5 format worth 20 points. So super important. Now, if the teams are tied when it gets to that stage, we go to an extra game, a Game 4, essentially a tiebreaker worth 5 points in a best-of-1 format. I mean, we've had that a few times as well, Jammers. Super intense. And what happens after that?
Yeah, of course, the top 4 teams on the leaderboard, they'll be qualifying for the playoffs. And of course, with the semi-finals, the top-seeded team will be going up against the bottom-seeded team, which is 4th place. And the lowest-seeded teams will be on the away side. Like you said, they have to reveal their roster and character roster an hour before the match starts. And then moving on from that, the finals, the top 2 teams, or the winning teams, will be facing each other up to 3 times, where the team from the lowest seed will start on the away side again. And for each set, the sides will be swapped. And they are playing for a huge number, the big bucks, 75,000 euros. And of course, that will be split between the top 2 teams. And the winning team will be qualified for the World Championships for Street Fighter League Europe. And then they'll be going up against Street Fighter League US top team, as well as Street Fighter League Japan's top team. But then we got to take a look at this leaderboard, man, because things are drastically turning around and keeping it close, aren't they, F1?
Listen, man, it's been shifting and changing every week. been one of those scenarios where it's been hard to predict because we saw Mouse look like they were going to run away. BMS have been consistent throughout, and suddenly Mouse record 2 defeats and start dropping. Go, who started with 2 losses, showing you how to lose, are now top of the table after a phenomenal win, a very close 40-0 over the unfortunate Team Wild Blast last week. And of course, Reason Gaming keeping themselves in with a fighting chance with that win over Team Wild Blast earlier in the season. And of course, getting points, even when they lost, Mr. Crimson came to save the day. They still took 20 points, Team Reason. Yeah,
it's crazy, man. I know it looks like an insurmountable challenge for Team Wild Blast with the 20 points, but maybe they may be able to salvage something from this, but it's going to be interesting because all these teams have to play, and some people can take advantage of other teams' situation, their negative situation.
I want to be optimistic because I have genuine friends on Team Wild Blast, but the Street Fighter 5 analyst and expert in me tells me that match they lost last week, as valiant as the effort was, was too little, too late not getting that. And I mean, they could have got a 20-25 and they might have still been alive, but to walk away from that with 0, it's going to be a real long shot now, Jammers.
It's difficult indeed, but we must be moving on and getting us to our first juicy match. We need our host, Logan Summer, to introduce these wonderful teams.
Thanks very much, Jammers. It's time to get into our first match, and this is a very important one. You see how compacted it is up there at the top. The 4 playoff spots are the ones that everyone's vying for. Reason in 5th spot are just behind, but they are not too far off the pace of the pack that a big result will not pull them right back into the run-in. As you can see as well, we are almost at the midway point of the season, so this should give us a good idea of roundabout where the standings are going to look, but there's a lot to play for in the season. There's a lot to play for today, so let's get into our first match. Reason are our away team. Let's welcome them into the arena. First of all, Reason Gaming. Once again, MQS leading them out with the captain's armband, making sure he gets the badge in there. We've got One Step, Soundboy, Shivs coming through, and again, they take their position on the away team stand. Of course, that puts them at the disadvantage wherein they'll have to put their player and character lineup first, and then allow 00 Nation to counter that, which is a very, very daunting proposition because we know how strong that squad is. They started off looking unbeatable, but Phenom fell as everyone else has to Mr. Crimson, but they're back on winning ways. They're also looking to get back to the top of the leaderboard with this 5th match. So let's welcome them into the arena. 00 Nation. Phenom, Veggey, Rickman's Barnet, and Dr. Goodlag are here, taking their place in the home stand. And of course, they will want to get back to winning ways. Phenom with a tremendous individual points tally. The rest of his team, Rickman's Barnet, Veggey, and Dr. Goodlag have also been contributing, but they will definitely want to be making sure they get a big win here. It's down to Reason to stop them defending in the away end. And of course, as I mentioned, the format is based on the away team having to put forward their player list and their starting character roster as well in order for 00 Nation to put up their counters. The only way we're going to find out what that lineup is heading over to our casting geo of F-Word and Jammers. Over to you guys. Let us know.
Thank you very much, Logan. This is going to be interesting because, again, Reason have actually been able, and they've been incredible at doing this, mitigating the amount of points their opposing teams win, which allows them to keep them in the fight. It's a very impressive job, so I've got to give kudos to the team. But this is what their order is going to be. Shivs is going to be on the Vanguard point, taking point using Manat in the first of 2, followed by MQS for the middle game using the Fang. He's been scaring a couple of people, taking a couple of names in the season. And then they've got Soundboy at the back for the first of 3.
I like. Okay, so we have One Step Laird taking the bench again, and they're going to put him in that first. I like that. It's going to be an interesting one for them to counter. Fang second, and the Inform on fire to a degree. Soundboy playing anchor, back where he belongs. Of course, he didn't do that against BMS because of the threat of Mr. Crimson. I like this choice there for this particular matchup. Listen, they've done a phenomenal job, as you said. If you look at their track record, I think they've taken a minimum of 20 points from all of their matches, bar one, which I believe was Mouse, where they lost 40-0. But they have been very much in it. Even when they've lost, they've done what we saw with Team Geo earlier. They've taken the 20 points they need, and it's kept them in this fight.
Now, I made a note of this. This is interesting. Having Soundboy at the back means they might put Rickman's Barnet at the back, because Manat, I feel, does pretty decent against Cody.
I think that's a good choice. It's one of his lesser favoured matchups.
But then here's the thing. Phenom's been put in the janitor's role, and he has to clean up some mess if it does happen to be coming to that point. But you know what?
It's an interesting dilemma, isn't it?
It is.
We'll see what 00 Nation do about this. Over to you, Logan, to speak to the players and find out what's happening next.
Thanks very much, Effort. Of course, you know, the format makes it so fascinating in terms of strategy. Let's talk to Shivs, who's leading it off with Manat. What's the strategy between your team composition today? Obviously, you put Soundboy in that anchor role and you're leading off. What's the thought process here?
Realistically, we thought Veggey is probably not going to play against Manat or Fang, so then we'd have to deal with Rickman's and maybe Good Luck, and Phenom will probably play in the anchor. Unless he decides, you know, he wants to try and come for Fang or Manat, that's also a thing, and maybe Rickman plays for the anchor, but we'll see.
All right, well, you've locked in with Manat, so we're going with that first of all. Let's find out who you're going to be playing today. We'll throw it over to 00 Nation to send forward their first. We're going to get a mirror match, potentially. Okay, there's going to be a lot of orbs flying around. Oh, lovely. Immediately in. Okay, so Rickman's Barnet, are you going to be using Manat in this matchup as well?
100% Manat. Going to show Street Fighter League something I've never seen before, and it's the beautiful, beautiful Manat mirror.
What's this mirror match like? How does it go?
If you lose, you win, basically. You get V-trigger first, it's hard for the other player.
Absolutely, absolutely. Lots of orbs flying around everywhere. Have you guys had the opportunity to play each other previously?
Sure, 100%. Basically, he's my guru when it comes to Manat. He taught me everything I know. Too bad he taught me way too well.
I was going to say, is the master going to become the apprentice?
I think at this point, the masters are over there now.
Wow. Shivs, we need to have a talk about your confidence when you come and do these interviews, bro. I think last time you were here, it was like I'll just give it a go. I mean, I'm not expecting to win. Come on, bro. We need to level it up. Right, Shivs, get set up. Rickman's Barnet gets set up as well. Let me throw it back over to F-Word and Jammers. They can talk about the beauty that is the Manat mirror match, something we don't get to see very often. We're going to see it now, though, in our first game. Over to you guys.
Two things to discuss here. First and foremost, Shiv's confidence on the mic. I get where you're coming from, Logan. But at the same time, he has to be humble here because he realizes he was that #1 Manat in the UK for a while, and then suddenly Rickman's Barnet has, if we're being fair, eclipsed him and has now cut the Manat for Europe. But there is some history there, isn't there, Jammers?
I mean, look, there's a difference between pragmatic and pessimistic. Some people are looking at Shiv being pessimistic. He's just being realistic.
He's just being real. He's just being real.
Rickman's Barnet used to main Abigail. And I think at the time Shivs was at his prime, that's what kind of interested Rickman to learn Manat.
So Rickman decided he wanted to start using brain cells when playing Street Fighter. Wow, that's fantastic. I like the choice. I like the choice.
Again, I didn't say that.
The second thing, the second thing I wanted to discuss is Rickman not going in anchor despite having quite a decent matchup against Cody.
Yeah.
Now, I've got my theory to that. It's very obvious. I think if it was just based on characters, Rickman would actually be anchoring for the first time. 00 Nation would not have Phenom as the anchor. They might send Phenom up against one of the two, either Fang or Manat, to get that job done.
Yeah.
But having said that, Rickman, he's fairly new to the elite stage. As good as he is, he's fairly new to the elite stage, and also in an offline setting, which he's not been exposed to that much. That would be a massive amount of pressure to put on a kid.
Well, I mean, he did recently win Bristol's Challenge like 2 months ago or something like that. But, however, he's actually been guaranteed 10 points for 0-0 Nation the majority of the time he's
Yeah, I think
played.
it's only lost one game.
Yeah, I actually don't blame him for taking this spot. Oh, and it
But
did
isn't
look-
that more reason to give him a chance as an anchor?
Yeah.
And take out Soundboy? Because if Soundboy can pull it off against Phenom, which is a big if,
Yeah.
they may live to regret that decision.
Look, I'm actually very surprised that he wanted to run the mirror. Shivs on that regard.
Oh, there
Yeah,
you go, the
respect.
classic.
Yep,
Oh,
yep,
yeah.
yep. There we
Come
go.
on, baby. Do it again.
right.
Do it again. Please, do it again.
Now, this is it. He who
What
gets
are you doing?
he who gets V-Trigger first may win, but he may also lose. That's the saying. As applies to Aura, Tengu Stone, but yeah, it goes here. Gets throw. And do you know what? It actually might help Shivs, to be honest, because he's having fun. It looks like he's having fun right now.
I mean, he's definitely ran this. We're going to see some stuff that we've never seen before. I mean, that mirror here, Street Fighter League Pro EU 2022. Where else are you going to see this, guys?
Yeah, you know what? This is a matchup we seldom see, but it is a mirror. Some people, or the majority of the scene, try to avoid these things, but these guys are
There's a
relishing.
huge V-trigger advantage right now. Obviously, a life deficit as a result, but here comes Rickman's Barnet. Good anti-air there from Shivs.
Look at that, gets the sweep, and he just
There it
turned
comes.
out.
Are we going to see any type of escape attempt? Went for the tech, which was a really brave choice, and it paid off. Oh, what? Oh, my days, what a choice.
Nice conversion, jab,
don't you dare.
activation,
Oh, no.
and he didn't get the negative edge F1.
Missed his release, but able to recover and get himself that first round in his first battle. This is what's been so impressive about Reason. Bit early to say, but they always manage to get points.
Well, let's not speak too soon. Let's not be too premature about this one.
I agree. I just love how they're always in the fight, despite what some might think from the outside looking in. Love the slide underneath the orb there.
Stand fist is the stand fist. There's a soul throw, and Shivs patiently backs away and just waits the Soul Spark to bring it back up. I get confused as to which orb too, by the way.
Nice bait. Big damage incoming. Dash, dash. Plus, a counter hit confirmed.
Nice.
He woke up with buttons earlier. He acknowledged that. Was ready for it this time.
Oh, go for the light explosive here for the combo extension. Throws out the
Reset.
hair.
Oh, don't press buttons.
Go.
Now we're going to see a V-trigger if he doesn't die beforehand. Oh, and he does. He knows exactly what the Manat's looking for. All resources spent. Actually spent his last V-reversal as well with that V-shift, so couldn't get caught in a V-trigger situation.
Yeah, they're just trying to avoid the typical activation, the stand medium punch one, because it's a fantastic situation for Manat on block.
Beautiful space on that dive kick.
Gets the throw. Gotta go for the meat stand hard punch. but
Slide
didn't
again. The mind games I'm seeing now, whether the slide is preemptive, so sometimes bait it out. On that occasion, he fell for it and tried to explode the orb.
Oh, it almost got
Beautiful
caught.
pressure.
Yeah, I like that toss for the Soul Severe because Rickman's orb's still out there. Yeah, he didn't want to.
Agreed, Janet. Well acknowledged. Yeah, this time he does sense the slide come in, and the activation comes. Good block. He evades one. He teched earlier. Back dashes out of there. Oh, bad fist! What are you doing?
It's going to be scaled though because it was too light into the orbs. Good block. I know.
Oh, no orb release on that. It's a mind game. He survives. He's got his own V-trigger now.
Here we
No,
go.
what are you pressing?
Hang on
Didn't
a
respect
minute.
the frames.
He might have to do raw activation. Let's see if he gets the
Yep,
opportunity.
yeah, he has
Yeah,
to.
wise choice
Just
there.
to get in. There's no V-reversal here. Oh, how unfortunate for Shivs. Just with the dive kick and the presence of mind and readiness from Rickman's Barnet to get that back throw out just before the orb came towards his hit frame. Well done to him. He takes the first battle.
Full credit for having the goal to do that because, okay, he is a Manat specialist. They know the spacing down to the T. Not many people would have tried to challenge there because the orbs are still out. He's like, you know what? This is my character. I've studied this character as much as you have. You are my guru, my sensei.
I could be wrong, but I don't think that dive kick was supposed to whiff. I think he was aiming for the toes there. And it just missed. Because obviously, if you got him in block stun with the dive kick, there is no throw option because the orb's going to come. You're still in block stun. You're in a mix-up. But I think he just misplaced it. Okay,
Yeah.
despite it being very close, he's switching to Laura after one battle.
Okay.
See how this goes.
The clap, he's still out there. I mean, Shivs might go on the more aggressive, belligerent approach, but...
Too many plus frames on that. Jump fierce, through too early.
All right. Probably Rickman's more comfortable with this matchup, but we'll see.
Jump roundhouse there, and the crouch fierce whiffed. I wonder if that was intentional, Jammers.
Yeah, because it adjusts her hurt box, the lower half of it, right, which is jumping. So
That's
it's
cheeky.
one of the most awkward jump-ins they put in Street Fighter 5 Capcom, so...
Early jump roundhouse. Yeah, really clever. But anyway, still Rickman's Barnet in the driver's seat here. Activation beckoning here for Shivs.
Oh,
Beautiful invasion into the crouch, short callback.
You know what? You might have to do EX sunset.
There is no way in for you. Stay where you are. Tried to do it towards Fierce, but Rickman's bonnet was ready for it.
He would have
desperate to get that activation, wasn't he?
Yeah, he would have to try to do EX sunset wheel and then set up the situation. But there, oh, look, he tried it there.
Okay, he tried.
He tried it there. If you can't surprise him at the moment, all the gates have been
I'd
put
like to
up.
see more raw elbow. I mean, I've seen Laura's use that really well in his matchup. Nice awareness and catch, but tries to approach and gets punished there with a counter hit jab. Can we get some kind of party started here? No, the orb takes away the projectile as well. Everything going so well right now for Rickman's bonnet. His awareness in the matchup just a bit too strong. Shivs needs to change it up.
This is looking absolutely dire for Shivs. No V-trigger just yet. Can't find a way in.
Just to get his opportunity and just to try and catch a counter hit, catch a limb. I've seen him do it.
Dude, he's going to have to do something haphazard or something.
The dash has been too predictable. He knew when it was coming. The crouch medium buffered with malicious intent catches him. Can't get the party started at all here. Great spatial control. Doesn't get a punish finally.
Hold on a minute, he can retract the orb. Okay, he's going to do it now.
He's going to have to do it. Yeah, there it comes.
The claps. It's dissipated. He's in there.
Come on, grab. Okay, for the first time since Laura came out, we get some pressure, but he misses his meaty. And again, you can't get away with that charge fireball and the V-trigger's gone.
Nah, this is looking difficult.
Oh, what was that? He ran into it.
Is he going to V-shift or is he going to tech? No, he's trying to catch the
counter hit. No, too obvious. He tried to come on rep again. The V-shift came out. A very ballsy choice there of evasion, because if he'd have got the stand fierce, I think that was a dead Manat, potentially. Instead, he calls out the command grab, and Rickman's bonnet, sensational record. As much as we talk about Phenom in this competition, Rickman's bonnet, I think he's only lost once, and he's played maybe 5 times now. Gets another 10 points for his team. Ever so trusty, ever so reliable, ever so consistent. Congratulations, 0-0 Nation, take the first battle.
And that's it, right? He's either been playing in the point position or the middle position, and it's almost guaranteed. Like you said, he's only lost probably once or twice. But again, if you want a surefire 10 points to help boost up your position or 0-0 Nation's position on the leaderboard, you can rely on him. And again, like I said, I'm going to regurgitate the same lines. That is the best player in Sweden. He's doing the work, and he gets the win against his sensei, Shivs. That was absolutely fantastic stuff. But we move on now to game 2. This is going to be interesting, because I will mention it again after we hand it over to our host. But I have a feeling Veggey might sit this one out. I could be wrong.
You know what, honestly, matchup-wise, I'm not sure I'd throw on a birdie here, right? I mean, you might want to be looking at Dr. Goodlag to step in and try and work some magic. They've got 10 points already, which is already a huge bonus. They're up against a team that has a very consistent point accumulation record, and they've taken the first battle for those 10 points. So, look, if they throw on Dr. Goodlag and he doesn't win, they're 10-10, and then their talisman steps up with the potential to take another 30-10 victory. So, in my eyes, I think that's probably the best call here, is to get Dr. Goodlag back on the team. But you never know. Let's see what they actually do. I don't know if the players are ready. Logan, they're ready to let us know what they're going to do?
Yes. Yes, of course. We're here. We're ready. I've got MQS. He's on a tremendous run currently. Your last couple of matches, you've had some really, really impressive results. We're looking to follow that up today. You've locked in with the Fang. How are you feeling about going up against 0-0 Nation today?
I felt like this is one of those things that can go either way. They're all a very capable team, and I know I don't laugh. They're all very capable. Like Rickman has shown himself. Rickman has proven that he can hang with the best. Phenom is Phenom. Veggey's very strong, and Gulag, bit of a wild card, but I mean he's. Let's see what he. I think he can show his. I think he can show his full potential here.
I think so. Let's find out exactly who 0-0 Nation send out to us today.
No offense.
It is gonna be.
Are you mental?
Veggey.
Are you mental?
Veggey, are you in your right mind? I have to ask the question.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you're gonna be going for birdie?
Yeah, for sure.
Birdie into the Fang matchup. What's that?
Yeah, I believe in myself today.
I love that. That's exactly what I'm here to see. I can see that the eye.
MQS has been winning. I've been giving him this beard rub, and I'm not giving him that today. So
no beard rub. There you go. I'll give him one. I'll give him one. It is. It's always there. Oh, lovely. This is better than yours, though. It is. But yours is very nice. Go and get set up. Beautiful, soft, delightful. I could never. F-Word's got a beautiful beard. Let's throw it back over to him.
Not quite on that MQS level, but I think I'm edging Veggey there a little bit in the beard department. Logan's having way too much fun there with the beards. I'm a little bit jealous. I want to get a little feel.
I'm with Logan. I can't go.
Jammers, I'm telling you this, mate. You need to grow the beard. And trust me, it's going to change the game for you, mate. It's going to change the game because you still got hair. Unlike some of us, right? You got the combo. But anyway, back to Street Fighter. What do you think about this? Veggey, we saw a lot in his eyes, didn't we, Jammers, last time we played? When he's got that game. Against, was this
the comeback, yeah, against FourFields.
FourFields, yes. And then he went into, and he closed it out, one apiece. Then a pretty close final game where FourFields was able to win. But the light in his eyes changed, didn't it, when we saw that happen?
He said he's feeling confident. I do think he's out of his mind.
This is not a match to test that confidence, right?
His track record against Fang, or the Fangs in Europe, is not as well as it should be. But again, I have the utmost faith in his ability. I'm not trying to be Veggey's cheerleader here. I'm just trying to be realistic in the situation.
It's just, yeah, it's a very uphill matchup, and there's only so much that your confidence can do.
Look, I'm sorry. Look, the stats don't lie. I didn't want to bring it up, but they did, so I'm going to talk about it anyway. He's still in search of his first victory, and it would be a great, individual confidence booster if you do beat one of the best Fangs in Europe. But again, this competition is not for the faint-hearted. These guys are incredibly strong here.
And on the flip side, you know, a 50-50 performance from MQS. He's got some big wins, taking down some huge names. Kills you and Luffy being the two that he's beaten. Those are no, slacks that he's taken out there to accumulate those points. But he has obviously lost a few as well. But yeah, he got a heavily favor MQS in the matchup, in tournament form. And if you consider last season's SFL, Veggey's record is even worse than what you're seeing on screen. So I really want him to get a win. He's definitely capable. Is this the time? I mean, is it going to be in this matchup? That would be an absolute shock.
Let's see what he does, man. He does his homework. He studies. Obviously, we've heard his and Phenom's opinions about characters in the game. Their view on things, their perspective is interesting, but it might not be enough. Hanging chain to stop the Nishikyus and throws out the can to gain control in the neutral.
Great block there. Just took the jab and then blocked. Respect the poison.
All right, there you go. Backdashes the roundhouse. I think what's interesting about this matchup as well is they try to stop each other from getting full conversions.
Again, he's ready. Oh, no punish.
Great.
Again, every single one within range has been punished so far. I mean, that's going to be very impressive if we can keep that up.
Yeah. Crouch fierce.
Crouch fierce anti-air. This is a great start from Veggey. Back to neutral.
He had a great start last time.
Don't say it, Jammers. Don't say it. Activation. He shifts the right choices out of there. EX connects. Here comes the banana.
Yes!
Oh, runs into it.
Good choice.
Oh, big whiff, though.
All right.
Again, the V-shift into the break.
One jab will do it. One jab will do it. There it is.
Yeah, he anticipated a fake jump in. Ready with the air-to-air. Veggey, I mean, that's got to be the best round we've seen from him so far this season. Can he keep it up? But that comeback was, come on. That was efficiency. He didn't lose hardly any health.
All right, there you go.
Okay, yes, change the strategy. It's less about projectiles now, more about putting him in block stun and rushing him down.
Well, this is similar to Rose, right? You've got to rely on the normals, and he knows he's got that aggressive approach, that style in him, MQS, so just rely on that.
Again, so ready.
That can's still there, by the way. Yeah, he pushed him into the can. Good view reversal. Wonderful choice there.
Oh, nice. And puts the pressure on him. There comes the poison. Misses the juggle, but gets the pressure. Button interruption into the activation. Cannot get hit now.
Oh, EXO Toja closing the gap.
There it comes.
Goes for the low chain. Wake up button.
Jab. He believes in his wake up button.
The classic. Can he throw him again? He's trying to throw him again.
He's dead. Oh, Veggey. Veggey with the first battle here against MQS. And I must say, that was no fluke. Throughout that first battle, that looked like MQS was playing catch-up from start to finish.
And I like it. Like I said, these guys, to me, it looked like they were trying to stop each other, thwart each other from getting full conversions on the neutral. The can stopping the approach with the slide. The banana stopping Nishikyu into the EX dash. Even the jump back jab on the flight. And he had the audacity as well to, when Fang threw him in the corner, he immediately woke up with the 4-frame. Both of these guys are disrespectful with their 4-frames. And I love it.
Hey, man, it's a read. You know, the second throw, one of the most broken throw Oki situations in the game, by the way, in the corner. But the second throw is not legit. And he committed to that standing short. And he got the following combo as a result. And he had the V-trigger to close it out. And his punish rate on the projectiles has been, I mean, you're looking at about 70% readiness to punish, regardless of the cloud on the carpet on the floor. He is absolutely not distracted by anything. When he sees that come out, bullhorn.
Well, time for me to do my job. As I said, he's still in. He's hunting for his first win. He didn't get a win at all in Season 4 of Street Fighter League US. Can he do it here and put his team 20 points up?
Again, he's not respecting the reactions of Veggey here. We all saw that one coming.
That's one of MQS's downsides, actually. Sometimes he doesn't give his opponents enough credit.
Yeah, now he's sticking the cloud out and just waiting because he knows that Veggey's holding those buttons. Bad timing on that, Veggey. It wasn't the worst idea, but a great jump from MQS.
Yeah, magnificent jump there. Goes back to the neutral. Satoja, if that's how he's going to spend his meter to not get hit, good punish.
Again, that's what gets punished. Oh, where
Yes.
are you going?
Guaranteed.
Where are you going?
Not
oh,
stunned
my
yet.
days,
Come on, grab. Oh, you did the come on, grab.
Gets away again.
Good start for the Bull Revenger there from MQS and applies that pressure. Double
Tried another
roundhouse. Chase down, he has to block. And this is looking good here for Veggey, F-word.
Ooh, no bullhorn that time. That's obviously harder to react.
Yeah,
What a jump
jump.
in! Still alive.
Back throw.
Missed his meaty. What a time to miss your meaty. Could have gone to battle point. Gets hit by the EX. And it's a meaty crouch medium. Oh, it was there for the taking for Veggey. It was there for the taking. Look, I'm trying to be as unbiased as I can, but you've got to root for the guy, considering the seasons he's had.
There you go. EX Bullhead to stop the V-Skill 1. Can approach. He's in there and he's waiting for a projectile of some sorts. Challenge
Air
it.
to air.
Alright, just playing it safe. Good jump there from MQS again. Bullhorn.
Every single time. I just missed his meaty command grab. It was actually the right choice. Wakes up with an EX.
I respect it. Due out of frustration, man. He had the corner. It's such a beneficial position.
Oh, execution error now from MQS.
Dead.
Gets hit by the meaty.
EX Bullhead there. Veggey, but MQS on his last legs. V-Trigger's about to be completely drained.
Try to teleport in. It's not going to happen. We have game point here for Veggey. Is he going to banish the Demon Jammers? Is he going to record his first ever win in the Street Fighter League history?
Hold on a minute. He's going to be super patient. And we know how conscious this guy is of his gameplay and his opponent. But let's see if he can keep up this momentum. He said he was feeling good today. He said he was feeling good. Stays in front.
Oh, that was disgusting. Where is he?
This is the can hit confirmed.
Again, he's ready.
No command grab yet. There's a dolphin dive.
Keeps on him. It's playing. Listen, MQS has not been able to get his game started at all here.
No. Oh, there you go. Good stop. And he was able to block the can as well.
Hands
Still
out.
be able to stop the can.
Nice teleport in. Back throw. Didn't take advantage of getting out of the corner. They're back in it. Another can. MQS is in big trouble here. He's in the corner.
He's got V-Trigger to activate here as well. Veggey, is it going to be like
That's
something
good.
sweep or anything?
Jab.
Just waiting patiently.
Oh, this time he got away with the V-skill.
Watch out for the Bullhorn activation as well. Bullhead.
There it is. Bullhorn. Oh, my days. Oh, he walked over the button. It worked.
I don't know how MQS is going to get out of this one, F1.
He can still win this.
He's trying to do Satoja. He's trying to do
Got hit
Satoja.
again. He's in. Plus it, plus no! MQS takes it, saves his team one battle, stays alive. I mean, the nerves must be through the roof right now. Veggey had it for the taking, was holding on to his meter there. Maybe could have V-reversaled at the end. He hadn't activated yet, right?
Yeah, he didn't activate. I thought he was going to do Bullhorn and then just activate while he's airborne, because you'll recover in time and you'll get like some sort of meaty, but all eyes for me are on MQS because he's still not respecting certain things Veggey is doing.
Well, he has changed his game plan, though. He's laying down the carpet, and he's not just doing the brain-dead projectile to the back of it. You know, he's seen now that Veggey's completely ready for that. But he has got away with a few things, having said that Veggey was ready for earlier. So we'll see how Veggey can respond. Great adaptation from MQS. Very important game. Very important that Reason keep up the consistent form of registering points every time they play, regardless of the matchup, regardless of the team they're up against. They don't want to get another 40-0 here. That's going to be putting them in a very bad situation.
Like, as a collective, their team, communication and ability to identify, how to stop certain people from succeeding 100% is amazing. And like we said, you got to give full credit to these guys because they've been able to do that, and they're keeping it down to the wire. But we're still in game 2 here, and it's the final battle of this best of 3. I think this might be battle of the throws if they get the opportunity.
3 jump-ins, and he's cornered him. Not a single projectile thrown. That V-reversal, almost free against Birdie if you do it at the right time.
There's a can. Rebel roundhouse. Is it? Oh, light rebend it instead.
Okay, tries to bait it out.
He's throwing out a
Just
lot.
good corner control after escaping the corner from MQS.
Still trying to hold up there. Yeah, that's not a good idea. And there's a ball.
Oh, hesitation.
Yeah. Oh,
he totally evades that can as well.
Here again.
This is good pressure from MQS. Playing much better, but Veggey's still very much in this. Wake up buttons pays off. V shifts out of there.
Light ball revenger again. What's he trying to do? Is he trying to gain ground by
low?
Bro.
Oh my days! It wasn't even a combo, but it all worked. Missed the meaty light, but what a play from Veggey. He moves into set point again.
Deja vu all over again. Starts the round with a jab and then throws out EX Bullhead and it hits because MQS tried to do a B skill.
Oh my days, the Warford, the intimidation.
I think he just threw
Oh, what are you pressing? Don't press buttons. Veggey on the verge there, missed the meaty overhead.
Hold on a minute. He's so aggressive right now and the stun's gone. Missed the opportunity. He's got to do something else, mate.
Good jump in there, catches him off guard.
EX Bullhead.
Chase him down.
Sweep back to me. Here we go. V reversal. Wise choice there from Veggey.
I like it. I like it.
Can play from the full screen and then slowly encroach on the space.
Wow.
Jump again. I think he's doing that to gain ground because he knows MQS is going to jump backwards.
It's actually a really good option. Good pressure here. Back dashes out with big whip.
Come on, Grab, we'll do it. Oh, I think he tried.
Buttons again. That would have been the end. EX, wake up.
Not dead yet.
1 hit away from taking this
Not
challenge.
dead yet.
The can comes out. It goes past the cloud. He runs into the cloud again.
Oh,
he tried to jump
and he's got no meter. He shift.
Oh! There you have it. Veggey. He's done it. He's banished the demon. He's registered his first points here in his Street Fighter League history. And you can see what it means to him. He played out of his mind in a matchup that he had no right winning. A record he had no right dismissing. And 0-0 Nation go 20-0 up here against Reason. And Veggey registers his first points, his first ever win in the Street Fighter League history. How must that feel, Jammers?
That was so important, not just for the team, but it was vital for him. And we might see a complete new and fresh Veggey coming into this. Now, he could be scary to fight for a lot of people. Because again, one thing a lot of players lack is self-confidence. Go back a couple of episodes ago. I'm here. I'll sit this one out. I'm not really feeling it. And then today, again, I thought, yeah, look, what did MQS say? Are you mental? I'm I'm with him. I think you're out of your mind. But that's what I like. Him proving us all wrong and securing the points.
Listen, do you know what I love about this? Like, it's even in defeat against FourFields. The confidence, the momentum.
I'm telling you, is that round.
We saw it in his eyes. The momentum he took from getting that win against that one game against FourFields changed everything. All right, so there you have it. 20-0. Now it's Soundboy, no doubt, going up against Phenom here with an opportunity to try and turn it around for his team. What a story it would be if Veggey gets this amazing win. But on the flip side, Soundboy, the most informed player for Reason, is able to topple the giant of Phenom and get his team back into this match.
Yeah, look, it's going to be fantastic indeed. But you know what? Let's not delay it anymore. Let us go back to our host, Logan Summer, and find out who's going to step up to the plate to fight Soundboy.
Thanks very much, Jammers. We are feeling the energy in the arena right now, and it is time to get into Game 3. 0-0 Nation, 20 points up, and once again, Soundboy, you are in this anchor role playing Game 3, 20 points. You could potentially level it up, but you're going up against one of the most consistent players, not just in Street Fighter League, but in World Street Fighter at the moment, potentially in Phenom. We're not going to assume, but it's a very, very likely proposition. You've locked in with Cody. How do you feel going into this matchup?
Well, I'm assuming it's going to be Phenom anyway, but we've played a lot, and I don't mind the Luke matchup if he's going for Luke. I don't think they'll put Goodlag in. I think it's going to be Phenom, and I'm ready. I mean, like I said, I'm never bothered. I'm never afraid. I'll play anybody. You know, it's the same game plan for everybody, and it works.
How are you feeling after that, that big reaction? You could see how much it meant to Veggey to get that big win against MQS in an unfavorable matchup as well, let it be said. Did that change the atmosphere here at all?
No, I mean, obviously, big props. It's all love at the end of the day. Big props to Veggey. He's overcome a hard matchup, and he's clearly done the work, and, big respect. But this is me now, and I've done my work. So I'm going to try my best. And whatever happens, I'm happy. I'm here to play. I'm here to win.
We are here to play. Let's find out who is going to be here to play for 0-0 Nation. And of course, it is the man himself, Phenom. Now, I'm not expecting a reaction like that from you if you win this time round. But obviously, this is important for you to close out. You want to get back to the top of the leaderboard, sitting in third at the moment. You want to close this one out. Which character are you going to be going with?
I'm going with Luke.
how do you feel about the Cody matchup? Because Cody's obviously a character that has seen a lot of success so far this season in this version of the game.
It's like the battle of the S tier characters. I think Cody is definitely like top tier this season. And this matchup is like, it's kind of even, but it's a bit like scary. Both can deal a lot of damage to each other.
A lot of damage.
And they both have really good pressure, so it's not a, how to say, it's a stressful matchup a little bit. Yeah.
They're all stressful. You make them all out to be stressful matchups for you. But we'll see. I'm really looking forward to watching this one from the sidelines. If you want to go and get ready and get set up, Soundboy, please do the same. It's going to be Soundboy using Cody up against Phenom's Luke here in Game 3. Reason 20 points down, but they can level it all up here in Game 3. We're going to throw it back over to F1 and Jammers for the commentary on this one.
So, as Soundboy alluded to, there actually are quite a number of players that Phenom actually trains with in Europe. Soundboy is one of them. It's been one of the most recent players he's been training with, obviously, because Cody is a very big problem in more ways than one this season, or this version of the game. So it only makes sense that this will be a very interesting first to three between these two. And I feel it could go down to the wire. And the positive thing is for Team 00 Nation is Phenom doesn't have to clean up. He gets a promotion.
Yeah, listen, man. Is this the first time he's in a situation where he's kind of chilling? His team's already done the damage. Yeah, because Veggey hasn't and Dr. Gula haven't won. So it's the first time he's kind of like, oh, I've got 20 points already. I mean, we're looking to obviously finish first, and they're in a good position on the table. But he handles pressure so well as it is. Yeah. And Veggey made a good point. It's not the same kind of pressure that we handle as players who are not as established. He knows he's good. He knows the world acknowledges how good he is. The pressure is different. The pressure is to make sure that he wins, right? Which is a pressure that people of his caliber can very much handle. It's not the same level of magnitude as someone like Veggey, who's trying to earn his place, essentially. That's a different kind of pressure. So he's going to be more relaxed than ever, knowing his team's already done the business. And he's just got to go out and do what he does best. Now, Soundboy on the flip side, I love this guy's body language, the way he answers Logan's questions, the look in his eyes. One thing you get guaranteed from Soundboy, it seems, I don't want to curse it, hopefully it continues, is, I'm touching wood here, he plays like himself. Yeah. Regardless of the situation. And when he is in a certain mood, there's not many players he can't beat in this world. So in Phenom's advantage, I think, is the fact it's a 3 out of 5. Those of you who aren't aware of the rules, the game 3 is a 3 out of 5 for 20 points. That's actually going to play to Phenom's advantage. He's incredibly strong in longer sets. But with the legitimacy of Cody and the strength, the recent improvements of Soundboy, anything can happen.
Well, you know, like you said, just go back to a point you made before about just his demeanor, his temperament in general. It's just great, very positive, and it's outgoing. I like that as well. Both of these guys are very relaxed, and they're going to enjoy this set from start, or this match, I should say, from start to finish. Starting off slow here with the Sandblaster footsies, and he has to get in range to do the V-Skill 2, the sway, but little confirm there from Phenom. Backing away right now. Okay, throws out the roughie kick. He has to use that in footsies. I think Luke doesn't have a very good time.
It's legit. What are you going to do to it? Nice little delay there. He was expecting a Sandblaster. Then got tiny walk back, misses the throw.
All right, gets a grab, puts Phenom in the corner. Good jump out, but anti-air the standing hard punch. And then strike throw game here. It comes from Phenom.
Missed this meaty, but it worked out. Everything's hitting.
Yeah.
He's going to get a CA. I think this is over. Yeah. Oh, wait. Yeah,
there you go. It's the Annihilator CA. That's going to be round 1. And again, I've seen that happen a few episodes ago. Phenom did miss his stand hard kick meet in the corner. The opponent actually tried to V-reversal the roundhouse, and he just picked up the scraps and got a conversion from there. Now we go into round 2 in this battle, or game 3. All right, starting it off. Just looking for that range to use stand medium punch. There you go. That's what Phenom is looking for. For stand medium punch, he's got a lot of forward advancing moves, mainly all his punches. Dunk knuckle, level 2.
Charged up as well.
It's going to be good 300 damage there. Throw break from Phenom.
Whoa,
no punish.
No punish. Yeah, I was going to say, that's definitely punishable.
Yeah.
Phenom missing this confirm. What was that? Was completely unsafe.
I think
he must have missed his EX.
Yeah, he wanted the EX, but he got punished for his troubles anyway. Gets that grab there, Phenom.
Goes back to the errors from Soundboy. Needs to tighten it up a little bit here. Oh, nice. What an answer.
And that's one of the things you got to work on.
Where are you going?
Hang on a minute.
Jeez. Dash in and throw.
Nice. It conditioned him as well because he whiff punished the stand beating kick. That will actually shock any Luke player. Just kept him in check with the light kick.
Very difficult battle. And there it is again, the very legitimate ruffian +5 there, charged up. Don't press anything.
Nice
Already?
sway. That was against the EX version, by the way.
Yeah, right. It was predicted. Definitely predicted. It has to be reversal. This is a tricky round here. Tries to lift. Oh, he had the check, but did the wrong ruffian.
Yeah, he just did the medium one. He didn't catch him standing, so...
One of the best V-shifts in the game there. Too far to punish on that occasion. Got away with it. Had the meaty jab.
Blocking
Phenom's
here.
brought himself back in this round. Great recovery.
Oh, for sure, but again...
Came from an error, though, didn't it?
Yeah, one regular zone. One even preemptive Christway, the low version. That could be a good answer here.
Rare jump from Phenom. Doesn't pay off. No confirm.
I think Soundboy needs to readjust his spacing
Oh, good timing.
slightly.
What a time to jab, interrupt. Great choice there from Phenom.
Weighing it out. This is good. Waiting for that B trigger. Here it is. Now.
Charges up.
Get an activation here.
Plaza de Plaza.
Guaranteed.
Oh, you're going to guess here. Is Phenom going to do it? He holds the heat. Where are you going?
Oy.
Don't you dare try escape from me. Soundest of boys taking the first battle here. And as I said earlier, when this guy's on form, there aren't many he cannot defeat. But it's early days here. 1-0 up against Phenom, looking to get his team back with some significant points in this match.
And I'll tell you something interesting. If that was last version of the game, Luke wouldn't have died from that. Luke did have 1025 vitality
good
before,
point, yeah,
and now he has 1,000 vitality, 1,000 stun. I was more worried and concerned about his stun, to be honest, than his vitality, because we kind of been adjusted to 1025. But the fact he was able to do that, and again, it's such an important conversion to go into the gentle swing upper from the first hit EX Zonk, because again, you don't want that knockdown. You do get a little bit of Oki, but you need that extra damage, and you can do the double swing as well. So, fantastic stuff there from Soundboy, taking battle 1, but it is a best of 5. Let's throw to start things off. Confirm into the light flash knuckle, straight to the corner. Throw again. I tell you, man, his strike throw game is fantastic. Especially against people that are a high level or top level, Phenom.
This is a great start to this second battle from Phenom.
Sweep activate.
Oh, that was very clean.
Reversal.
Tried to press a button there. I thought it was a fake empty jump. It wasn't.
Spraying it out here at the moment. Closes the gap, but Phenom, he's looking.
We tried to grab again. Just out of range. V-trigger's gone.
There you go. Phenom hasn't got his trigger yet, but if Phenom gets one hit, now he spent the bar on EX Sandblaster. Backing away right now.
That straight away. It's the right choice. Not dealing with any of those plus frames. Phenom in a great position there. Oh, wow. Great timing on that roundhouse. Catches the recovery with a medium kick.
I'm thinking Soundboy needs a jump. He might sway and play it safe, but I think he needs a jump.
Oh, no confirm though. Phenom's allowed him to stay in it. Gets opened up. He's in the corner now.
Hang on a minute.
Meaty throw.
Do it again. Yeah, do it again.
Oh my days, Soundboy bringing that round all the way back. Phenom did not think he'd dare. He thought he'd back away, but underestimated the cojones on this
What
kid.
did he say? I fear no one, I fear no man. Of course he'd do that. If he got hit by the EXDP, take it.
Well, big bait. No neutral jump punish, going for the crowd.
Watch out for the second one. Okay, activate. Oh no.
What was that?
I think he wanted to jab into it.
Tried to anti-air, way too late to anti-air there. The recovery on the V-shift too much.
Good blocks here from Soundboy. Staggered pressure from the crouch immediate punch. The Rock Smasher stopped the Zonk Knuckle just in time.
He doesn't want to deal with any of this loop pressure. Tries to get out again. Doesn't get the cross cut.
Femi, that's big damage. That is huge.
This is guess for game. 2-0 up. Soundboy goes 2-0 up here against Phenom. And Reason Gaming are right back in this match, Jammers.
Hang on a minute, because I've experienced this from personal experience. Phenom has been in such a dire situation. It's still not detrimental to the team, because remember, this is the opportunity for Reason to equalize. It doesn't mean that they're out. They have to play one more game after that. But this is it. He might have gone back
Jammers, let's not underestimate the magnitude of that, though.
This
is a team that has captured a minimum of 20 points in all their games, bar the game versus Mouse. They can do that again here and climb themselves up the table. Minimum of 20, but also preventing a potential 40-0, which would be invaluable right now for Team 00 Nation. This is actually a huge situation that he's put Phenom in.
Oh, it's absolutely essential that they try and salvage something from this Reason, because again, whatever happens after this is going to be another job done. Because remember, they've done this against BMS. It'll be another job done. But yeah, Phenom's ruminating about it. He's deep in thought. Does he go to Nakali? Does he try Karen? Karen's not a very good idea, because one of his best training partners and closest friends is One Step Laird, who is sitting this one out.
I like his Karen when I've seen him play Karen in this matchup. But yeah, I see your point. Phenom's definitely in a dilemma here. I think he's going to stay Luke. I could be wrong.
It's Nakali or Luke. It has to be Nakali or Luke. Let me see.
He also said the other day in his interview, Karen's completely unpracticed.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Oh, wow. He's gone with Karen.
He's going to do it. Okay. You know
Gone
what?
with Karen.
If there's anyone who can shut me up about this, is him.
Listen, it's fascinating because he said his description of Luke is just Karen, but better. You know, with a projectile.
Well, Soundboy sees it the exact same way, so let's see what he does. Look at that. You can already tell by the way Soundboy's moving, his spacing. He's worked on this meticulously with one-step lane, but still gets hit by the crouching medium kick.
Yeah, no matter how much you work on it, that crouch medium is confirmable, and it has incredibly great range. Side switch. Side switch again. Get back to the corner, boy.
The V-shift there from
V-shift
Soundboy.
is so good. Look how far he goes.
Oh, there we go.
There's that tiny walk back again at -2, just able to evade the throw.
Keep in mind as well, this is the character Phenom has to bring everything back with.
V-shift really favors this kind of style with Cody. There he gets open up there, but he's happy to be in neutral as much as possible. Even against Karen.
So medium kick, just kind of apply, gain some space. He tried to whip punish something there, but it didn't work out. No meter to end the round.
It's a very, very efficient round there from Phenom. Comfortable.
Textbook Karen gameplay.
He needs a 3-0 here. And bear in mind, also worth stressing, not to take any credit away from Veggey, but 0-0 Nation have quite a small chance of scoring 40-40s.
Wow,
40-0s, sorry.
Yeah. Good backdash there from Phenom. Gets the confirm into the Tenko, straight into the Myoken. Throw. Goes for another one. Yep, third one if you want it. He tried. He's tried.
Up as well. That's going to hurt. And the corner carry. This meaty. Backdash would have worked, unless it was delayed backdash.
That's been the thing of this set, F-word. People are missing their meaties today.
Especially Soundboy. I feel like he's had more technical errors than Phenom, but he's just been so efficient when he's got going. Fakes out the stand throw.
Took the bait. Knocking it out. He needs that trigger now.
Overhead connected. Oh, no, a drop. Able to survive it. You see the rustiness of the carry coming out there, but it's still enough to take his first battle here in this match, in this game, versus Soundboy. And Soundboy, deep in thought here, needs to readjust. It's no longer Luke, who's obviously mentally prepared for Luke. Wasn't necessarily mentally prepared for Karen, despite his experience that you mentioned. And what I was referring to earlier is in order to get a 40-0, you need every player on your team to win, right? And that's something that hasn't happened. But he's been, you know, it's Rickman's, Bonnet, and Phenom have been a performance. But on this rare occasion, Veggey's got a victory. So they can actually get 40-0.
This is the thing, right? I feel with this team, we might have to bring it up in future episodes. I feel if Veggey wins, you have to take advantage of that. You have to take advantage of that.
This is what I'm saying. You have to fully capitalize on that. And, you know, who knows? Maybe Veggey goes on a run now. But you know, on history, you can't assume that.
All right, let's see. Soundboy's been more patient or exhibiting more patience until that point. Commentator's curse, I'm doing my job.
The answer. Oh, wow. I think he thought he would punish the light kick, so he committed to the Tenko.
All right, there you go. Just micro walks, throws in there, and still was able to trap Soundboy into the corner, but he's still charging Zonk.
Jeez, that was a trap. Sweep. Surprise sweep. Knocks him down, and everything going well for Phenom right now.
Jumps.
Oh, there's a jump again. That perfect angle.
This is big. Is he going to delay?
Oh, he did it. He did it. The thought crossed my mind.
All right, looks away. Good block. And again, looking for the activation. There we go. Here we go. Come on, grab.
He does it. He catches it. You're in the mix-up now.
Oh,
completely busted.
That was intentional. That was legit intentional to make sure.
Frame kill. Woo. Stop that.
Hang on a minute, the toss and smash worked out, and he tried to do round start, Ruffian.
It is match point. Well, no, not match point, because it goes for tiebreaker. Game point here.
Oh, sweep again.
That trap is working, man.
Oh. Catches delays really well, actually. Another sweep. Yeah, he needs to mix things up.
Charged up, that's going to catch Phenom, that's going to hurt.
Gets the throw.
Not scared of the reversal at all. Phenom's in big trouble here.
Keeping the stun high. Activates. He stopped the back throw.
Dashing and throw. This could be the end. Ooh. Wake up Buttons, though. He wasn't falling for it.
Side swap. Yep. And he just plays it patient.
Oh, no, what choice.
I've never seen that before.
Neither have I. I didn't even know that happens.
Wow. Moves away. Anti-air.
Don't knuckle. Has to hold this. Bro, one more bit. What is he going to tie break this?
He's got to wait there, Femi. He's got to wait. That could have been a jam.
The rustiness of Karen finally comes out and costs him. And Phenom records only his second defeat of the season so far. The other coming against Mr. Christian. I said you need to anchor this guy. I said if there's anyone who can keep Reason in it. And yet again, Team Reason are going to go a minimum of 20 points in another match. They have been ever so consistent this season. I mean, just look at the record they've had. They played against Team Geo early in the season.
Got the win.
25-20 to them. They played against 0-0 Nation. Wait, sorry, not 0-0 Nations. They played against Mouse. They lost 40-0. Did they let that deter them? Did they let that put them off? No. They played against Geo again. Sorry, they played against Team Wild. They got the 30-10 win. I mean, they've just continued recording points throughout the season, and yet again, they are taking a minimum, and also they're stopping Team 0-0 Nation from the crucial 40 points they could have done with to catapult themselves to the top of the table. Phenomenal play, and all the credit goes to Soundboy.
Why do I feel like the real breadwinners are on the stage right now?
Listen, man, you can't write them off.
No.
You cannot write them off.
Do you know what? And MQS did say at the start, he said a lot of people have probably written us off.
Yeah,
But it's like, okay, I'm not going to lie, maybe some people in the back did. But they've come in to do a job, and these are some of the next best, strongest talent in the UK, even there. But this is how their match is looking like right now. Rickman's Barnet beating Shivs. Veggey beating MQS. Phenom.
Couldn't have asked for a better start.
Phenom losing to Soundboy.
Who could have called that?
I repeat.
The Talisman.
Phenom losing to Soundboy. How do you know it wasn't Talisman versus Talisman?
It is Talisman versus Talisman. Definitely is.
Wow.
But there's one talisman that stands out more on history, on records. But what does it matter? This is the new age of Street Fighter. There are new talents emerging all the time. Soundboy's loyalty to Cody, unlike you bandwagon hoppers, all you guys jumping on Cody, this guy's been rocking the Cody for half a decade or more, and he's got the reward he deserves for his loyalty with the buffs that he's received this season. And you can see that tenure finally paying off here in that match against Phenom. I must say, it was pretty one-sided at one point as well.
Well, it was pretty one-sided indeed, but you know what? Both sides are in need of points, and we need to find out who is going to step up to the plate for the extra 5. Logan, all yours.
Well, we've had everything happen so far in this first match of Week 7, and it couldn't be further away from one-sided as it is all even at 20 points apiece. It's time to go into an extra game. Is it going to be Veggey riding high after his first victory? Are we going to see Soundboy stepping up again? We have to find out, but it is down to Reason to send forward their player for the extra game here as the away team. And it looks like it is going to be the man of the hour, Soundboy, the anchor himself, the MVP of Reason so far. How you feeling, man? You must feel great after that result.
Yeah, phenomenal. Absolutely brilliant. I'm riding a high right now. I came in with preparation and it all worked. I feel good. I don't feel like I'm worried at all. I'm going to come in and do my thing again.
Boy, we were in the back, we were watching, we were wondering why he didn't use the knife, why no knife? But boy, that double command grab.
I'm telling you, this is the thing that makes Cody so good is everything in his kit is good. Both V-triggers, both V-skills, they're just different playstyles. And I feel like, especially against someone that's clean and kind of honest, you need that command grab. I'm going to run it every time.
All right, let's find out if you're going to be running it back. 0-0 Nation, who are you going to be sending up? It's Rickman's Barnet. Wow, here we go. All right then, so you have actually come in really clutch. You've got a great win rate here, and I'm presuming you're going to be going for Manat. Let's confirm that.
Yeah, 100% going Manat.
A favourable matchup for you, you think?
Yeah, I think it's a favourable matchup, but he's been playing sick today. Every week. Every week he's been playing incredibly sick. So it's not free, but I'm going to do my best.
All right, get set up, guys, if you can. It's the extra game that decided there's 5 points on the line. Both these teams currently at 20. We must have a winner. It's going to be Soundboy's Cody against Rickman's Barnet. Manat, let's throw it back over to F-Word and Jammers to call the action on this climactic 4th extra game.
If my mathematics does not fail me, like it did miserably a few weeks ago, and Logan called me out, anyway. Always getting at me, that guy. Rickman's Barnet, with that Phenom loss, percentage-wise, is now, I think, the top performer on this team.
Yes.
Not the top point earner, of course, because Phenom's playing anchor.
But
in terms of win rate,
yeah.
I mean, what is he, 5-1 or 6-1? So he's putting his record on the line here. It's a favorable matchup. It makes sense. We saw Phenom had a hard time. Even with Luke, he could bring back the Luke, maybe bring back the Karen and win this. But the logical choice here is for Phenom to finally step down as the anchor and come forward. Rickman's Barnet to try and get this done against Soundboy. Now, interestingly enough, we did say earlier, should they anchor Rickman's? We said it.
Yeah, we did.
It's not out of the question when you have someone as in form as Soundboy. You can counter it. Maybe they should have anchored him in the first place.
But this is the matchup that I noted down, and this is what made the most logical sense to me, because it's like, right, if Soundboy or wants to let step to the plate, they're going to send out Rickman's Barnet. And the fact is, 0-0 Nation already knew when Soundboy beat Phenom, they literally pointed at Rickman and said, right, you're coming back on, because he's most likely come back on because he's riding that all-time high.
Exactly. And I agree with that decision from Reason, by the way. One battle. Best of one. This for the 5 points. This for all the beams.
Oh, he's already running away. He shook Ruffian. Kick in the main.
Great
Kick
start.
shimmy. Go. Oh no. Long knuckle. Keep it up. He's not going to be reversal.
Oh my days, he wants to keep the reversal. He's not going to get it.
He might be dead. If he feels that bar, he's dead.
He got it.
Oh, no. Okay, you know, it wasn't for the zone.
Didn't come in time.
Jump him.
Here comes the activation if he can get away.
Oh no. This can all go pear-shaped immediately.
Great block.
Run away. Yeah, just run
That's
away.
a huge block. No momentum now. I mean, Menat doesn't come back in scenarios like this.
Well, you've got the two top orbs, but a couple of tornado sweeps here.
There's more, but he's losing ground though. He's putting himself in the corner. Got to be careful how much ground he gives up.
Back
There's
away.
only one orb there. Time to approach. Gonna build that meter and try and get plus frames. He's trying to get that EX zonk, I think. Oh, gets hit.
Oh, V-shift. Yeah, I like that he didn't do the break.
Here's the bar now. There it is, he predicted it.
Lovely jump there. If he gets a crouch speeding punch buffer, this is what he needs. He can't chip him. He's got to get a clean hit here, Soundboy, but...
He's almost in death territory though. He's got to be very careful. Oh, that is the equalizer in neutral. When he activates that V-trigger too, and that pipe comes out, duck the brain, and it is now match point. Woo!
Okay.
Instant punish.
He's going for the early damage route. He's going to do about an odd 300, but I wouldn't be surprised if Zonk Knuckle comes almost immediately. There you go.
Super plus there.
Oh, nice stand fear. So you try to counter it immediately, stop another action.
Yeah, he has to overextend a little bit, Cody, and catch her out. Haven't paid off the last couple of times. And this is a really solid round from Rickman's Barnet. That CA to start, put him in a great position there to save himself his team that match point. Oh, gets opened up and he's in the corner as well.
Uh-oh.
Danger sign.
He was shimmying before and he jumped.
What a jump. Oh, no.
Oh,
It's
no, he's
over.
dead. He's done.
It's over.
Oh, dude. That's it.
Gaming have done it again. They've got themselves another 25-20 victory. And the victory goes to none other than Soundboy.
I love it. He's literally shouting to the camera. He's like, tell me I'm sick. Respect him. And again, I'm not going to lie to you. Some people probably looked at the fixtures this season and said, you know what? I don't see them. They could get points, but could they edge out the victory? You wouldn't know until the day. And boy, on the day, this episode, Team Reason beat 0-0 Nation 25 points to 20.
Who saw that coming? Who saw that coming? I mean, there is an equalizer in the game. As much as we talk about Luke, there are other characters who have really evolved in the recent seasons, who play that neutral game slightly better than others, who have as good damage input, if not more. And if there's one character that contends in that area, it is Cody. And a lot of people forgot about that. And a lot of people forgot how good Soundboy is. And a lot of people haven't realized how good Soundboy has become. I feel like this is as good as he's been. This might be the best Soundboy we've ever seen on the evidence of that performance.
But this is what's remarkable, right? This is the reward he gets for improving significantly in the past 2 years. You know what? Get the call to come Street Fighter League. I want you to do some damage. That's probably what MQS told him. And he said, you know what? Like he said in the interviews, I fear no one. I'm happy to be here. I'll try. I'll do my thing. And guess what? You've lived up to the plate, my friend. Fantastic stuff. Well-deserved for Team Reason.
I mean, a match that was running away from them, 20 down, 2 losses. Soundboy with it all to do. Phenom and a horrible matchup in Rickman's Barnet ahead. And he's done the impossible. And not only has he done it, in convincing fashion as well. V-Trigger 2 is alive. Cody is a thing. Soundboy is here in the Street Fighter League Pro EU 2022. And I believe, Logan, we have him on stage right now. Let's hear from the man himself, the talisman of Reason Gaming, Soundboy. Over to you.
Thanks very much, F-Word. I'm here with Soundboy. I said he was the MVP before he even played, and that's even more true now. What a tremendous performance. Having you in Anchor proved to be absolutely pivotal. You guys are back in the running. Now listen, before Street Fighter League started, we looked at the squads. A lot of people were passing comment on the Reason squad. Perhaps on paper didn't shape up to the same levels as some of the other teams, but you have proved everybody you deserve to be here and you're fighting it out for a playoff place. What's the team spirit like at the moment?
Phenomenal. I mean, even through the losses, some of the tough ones in like favorable matchups, I mean, we still rallied. You're still cheering me on, even though we were down and we're, lower end of the leaderboard. We're still strategizing as hard as we can, and we're still feeling good because we knew we were underdogs. Every single person I spoke to told us we were the weakest team, and I refused to believe it. We can't come in and have performances like that and be the weakest team. I just refused to believe it, and here we are showcasing it. We're coming out, we're taking names, and we were called underdogs, and we're still here. Do you know what I mean? It's brilliant.
Absolutely. You're now here at the halfway point. You've pushed over the 100-point total. That's a very important marker to be hitting here halfway through the season. You know, you said after you got the win, you can't counterpick me. I'm sick. Talk us about that, man, because, like, you know, Cody, he's a very strong character, but he definitely has uphill matchups.
Absolutely. I mean, I was feeling myself in the moment. You know what I mean? I mean, he's got bad matchups.
They tried to counterpick
But they tried, and, you know, this is the thing. You've got to try that. But I have a Manat here, and we're running games, and I am so ready to just run it. I have chips to gamble, lots of chips, and I will play them every time with
And
Commander.
we saw you do that, you know, when you played VegaPatch as well. You know, you've got the experience in these matchups. You're working with your team on putting these results together. You've put a tremendous result together today. You got that 25-point victory. It's so important for you guys to push yourself up there, back in the running. Thank you so much. I'll let you go back and celebrate with your team members here. What a great match one to start. Let's see how that leaves the leaderboard now after our first pair of teams getting their 5th match in. And there you see it. Reason Gaming, for the moment, have pushed themselves back into the contention. It's so important for them to not let that gap widen up. And there you can see Wild Blast almost adrift. They've still got 6 games to play, though. 6 matches left. 0-0 Nation, though, picking up the points. They are back at the top of the leaderboard, but for how long, we will find out. We've got another match coming up on the other side. It's going to be a very tough one for Wild Blast as they go up against Mouse Sports. We'll see how that one pans out after this short break. Welcome back after that short pause for the cause, and we are about to get into match 2 here at week 7, Street Fighter League Pro Europe 2022. What an incredible, tense first match we saw as Reason squeezed out an unbelievable 25-20 win against 0-0 Nation, but those points still see 0-0 Nation momentarily climb back to the top of the leaderboard. A team that is looking to push their way up the leaderboard and potentially take the top spot now is Mouse. They're going up against the downtrodden Wild Blast, who are cemented to the bottom of that table, and they need to turn their fortunes around very, very soon. They're in the away side this time round, so it's going to be very hard for them. Let's welcome into the arena our away team, a team that's desperate for a win. They need the points. It's Wild Blast. VegaPatch, Momi, Takamura, and Jimmy arriving and setting themselves up in the away stand. Making their job even harder, they're going to have to put forward their 3 players first to get counterpicked by our home team, who are looking to push themselves back to the top of the table. It is Mouse Sports. ProblemX striding in with purpose. Broski back in the comfortable attire. The flip-flops are back out again. I got the memo as well, guys. It was shorts day, right? Or at least half of us. I'll be over here with the shorts gang. Ankles out, of course. We are very comfortable here in the arena. Let's hope the players are comfortable as well. Oh, it's going to be a great second match. Wild Blast, it's all to play for. They have had 4 matches already. There's still 6 to go. Their fortunes could turn around, and they have an incredibly talented squad at their disposal. It's time to find out which of that squad is going to be put forward here from the away side. Let's throw it over to F-Word and Jammers to find out which players we're going to see representing Wild Blast in this coming match.
Down in the dumps, cemented at the bottom with 20 points. Is there any sort of pixie dust somebody can provide and sprinkle on this team to get some sort of result out of this game? A consolation prize, if you will.
Not to be too negative, but it only gets harder from here. I think they just got to take every battle as it comes and you know, fight for the win. This is the order they're going with. Now, they're the away side, so they have to reveal their order. And as you can see, they're going to go with VegaPatch first with Fang. Momi steps away from the talisman position, maybe because of some of the matchups he has there or some of the players he has there, and he's still going to be playing Cammy in Game 2. Game 3, the talisman, the original talisman, Takamura, yet to register a win, is going to be taking on that spot for the double points in the final game.
Okay.
What do you think of that order, Jammers?
Interesting order. No Jimmy.
I was expecting to see Momi in an anchor position just moving forward.
I can see why they put him in the middle. Again, these 2 positions, first and second game, can cement 20 points at least, maybe. But FourFields can actually play either of them. Either VegaPatch, because he performed against MQS, and he has a decent record against Cammy as well. Doesn't like the matchup, but he studied it long enough. I can see Broski doing some damage as well. And then maybe at the end, if ProblemX has faith, he could put Shax against Takamura, or he could step up to the plate himself and then just face Takamura in a 1st-to-3. It's all to play for. Again, Mouse are not playing about. They want to grab those 40 points, but we need Logan to grab the players and see who's going to be stepping up to fight VegaPatch in that Game 1.
Thanks very much, Jammers. I'm here with VegaPatch. You've gone back to the original 3 players that you kicked off with after the switch up didn't work out for you. You've gone back to Fang as well, that jury pick not working out for you as well. You're still searching for this first victory, right?
Yeah, Mouse is a really strong team, but we believe in ourselves that we can prove that we are here for a reason, and that's what we are up to.
Let me ask now, because Momi's been the guy that's been getting you the points so far. Takamura, as talented as we all know he is He's not on a good streak. 0 wins so far, but you've opted to put him in that Game 3 position. What's the thought process there?
That, as you said, we know he's great, he's extremely strong, and we believe in him, if he has not been delivering yet. But he's Takamura, and he's a beast.
All right, Takamura is indeed a beast. We've got a stand full of beasts here, though, for Mouse Sports. Let's find out who they're going to be sending up to face VegaPatch first. Can you please send up your first player for Game 1? ProblemX springs into action. No messing around, no delay. Talk me through this pick. I think it's pretty straightforward, though.
Yeah, I have a good matchup and a good record against Fang in general. So I want to start off hopefully with a win and just get the momentum going.
Which character are you going to be opening up with?
M. Bison.
M. Bison into Fang is not fun times, but hopefully it should be fun times for you. Let's get set up over here. VegaPatch, if you want to sit down. Successfully drawing out ProblemX at least here for the first 10-point game, which means that 20-point game is up for grabs. But as we know, Mouse Sports have got a very strong squad, so there's no gimmies here. But it seems so far that Wild Blast are doing well with these picks. Let's throw it over to F-Word and Jammers, see what they think about this strategy so far.
I think it makes the most sense. You know, straight counter, great record against Fang, decent matchup against Fang with Bison. Of course, it could go pear-shaped, anything's possible in Street Fighter 5, but it makes sense. Also, I feel the team has demonstrated that they don't need Problem to just anchor. It's a very strong, balanced team. And also the experience of the team, being pretty much the London team, right? The experience of this team versus the characters on Team Wild Blast is extremely advanced. You know, they are very comfortable in the matchups that they'd have to play. So I think almost anyone that's remaining could anchor here against Takamura, and I think a couple of them will feel very confident against Kami in Momi. So this makes sense. Take out the VegaPatch now with the most favorable matchup.
Yeah, of course. And again, he hasn't won a game yet, but sometimes Wild Blast, again, Jimmy said it in their previous matches, like, look, we need to bring out the Wild Blast, our inner beasts, and try and, you know, salvage something and get a result. They could galvanize and try to ruin Mouse's day because, again, Mouse has been pretty dominant. They have the opportunity to get top spot after today's matches, but you know, it's going to be interesting indeed. Like you said, after you guys break it down and like mention all the variety of points to me, like I said, it makes the most sense that you just guarantee cement that 10 points in the bag, and then the captain doing his job allows the rest of the team to follow suit. It's going to be the King of Shadaloo versus the new number 2. And the team's in the back, and they are basically leering at that screen while ProblemX stays absolutely poised and focused. Knee press for a round start. He's already sending a message, F1. All right, jumps in.
Walks in and takes that poison and gets out of there.
He's building a bit of meter there, takes the poison, then goes back to the neutral here. He's probably waiting for an opportunity to do knee press again. Let's find out.
Both of these players actually could do with a win. I mean, Problem's not had the best record so far. Of course, he's put himself up against the best of the best when he's played. And of course, VegaPatch needs to get the points for his team. Only Momi registering points for his team. I think it would be great to see someone other than Momi get some points for this team that's in a dire state. More importantly for me is the fact that they need, I don't think a 20-25 does it here. They need 30 10s, 40 zeros.
Yeah.
They need big wins. And it's going to be a big ask away from home against Mouse.
Oh, block the Psycho Axe here, and it's going to be frame-type pressure against VegaPatch, and he won't be allowed to escape the corner just yet.
Oh, big jump in. Trade, tried to press the button, he's out of there.
I think that was a knee press, but it looked the wrong way, so let's have his charge
that
timing.
works out.
That head press looks super deep.
That jumping, catching him out again. The angle and the range and the distance of it.
Looking solid here for ProblemX at the moment. The V-skill is still up on screen, takes the poison. That's the only damage, real damage that ProblemX has taken so far in this round.
Some low. Re-trigger 2 doing all the damage here. Cross up.
One more.
And again.
You're going to activate here, VegaPatch. So told you no activation. Here comes the sweep.
Just needs to make this count. It's a projectile. He can headbutt out of that. He should know that. Sorry, head stomp out of that. It's a very easy answer for Bison. Nullifies a lot of that farm pressure.
He needs to shake off that cruise control. He needs to be thinking at all times.
Exactly, that was such an obvious thing to do. The bar was there, ready for the jump forward now. That's been getting problems some mileage.
Oh, good evasion there on the coward crouch from ProblemX. Jump back as well. I like it. He's only taking real damage from the poison outside of a couple of straight hits from VegaPatch.
It's a good start to this round in this battle here from VegaPatch though.
Jump!
Bad button, gets away with it. Punish, yeah. Mistake there from Problem.
Throw tech, avoids the stand fierce. Good job there.
Check. Tries to keep it safe. We've got slight punish anyway. Gonna jump in here. Problem's gonna keep his meter. Presses the button there after that towards heavy.
Psycho X. Here comes the command.
Shield and throw. EX Psycho Blast, yes. Gets underneath it. Good escape. Here it comes though. Oh my goodness.
Big damage here for ProblemX and a V reversal.
Where you
Chase
going?
it down, and he tried to shimmy him, but VegaPatch knew and he wanted to get away.
Nice anti-air. It's a good round from VegaPatch. Can he make it count? Second hit, the sweep connects. It's a throw bait and he gets it. VegaPatch getting himself a round back here versus ProblemX and looking much more like the VegaPatch that we know.
Hey, listen, man, in desperate times, he's actually one of the most slipperiest players we have in the European region, I'll tell you that much. He's able to sense when he needs to escape. That's all the options he has. Gets the crouch medium punch into the Satoja and takes that life lead, but they're hard knocked down from that knee press to allow Problem to start his offense. Catches up, cautiously waiting. I think he was looking for that, but just slightly miscalculated the spacing there. Waiting again.
Ready for the jump this time. Important adjustments being made here. Loving the use of the backdash from Problem. Doesn't want to get himself on any of those Fang block strings.
He pressed to close the gap.
Just gets out of it. Nice escape. This is good strategy here from VegaPatch. Problem V skills up. Did he get it?
No, he didn't. It's not flashing there. The icon's not flashing. Protect there. Nice.
Wow, it went underneath to meet him.
Luckily enough, gets a forward grab. He's got EX Psycho Blast if he needs to change things up. Let's see what VegaPatch does this time.
Big whiff. And he blocks the Psycho Blast. Great result here for VegaPatch. And Problem's poison. Health depleting, but he's in the corner.
He might look
He's going to activate. He's going to try and keep the V reversal. Goes in.
Oh no, where's the activation? Where's the activation?
What are you doing?
He has to escape. What's he going to do? And that's going to be a frame trap. Yeah, it was a frame trap.
Look, he even delayed it just to make sure he pressed the button. What happened?
That was it. That was literally it.
It was guess for game. Problem was in big trouble there. Sweep, activate. I don't know what happened. I don't know how you missed that.
Mate, well, I'll tell you, if anyone does, it's probably him. He missed his chance. I'll tell you what, Lady Luck is on somebody's side today, but we go into Battle 2 here in this Game 1. I wonder if it's going to be lopsided this time round.
Good jump in. Yeah, opportunity went begging there. VegaPatch played a good strategic match. It's all going pear-shaped now, though, as he gets stunned in the corner. And it's a story we've seen all too many times this season on Street Fighter League. Is it going to be another miserable week for Team Wild Blast?
Pressure being applied. How's he going to activate? He needs the V-trigger now, but he's not. He's trying to get out of sweep range, but he gets the second part of Fang's sweep to connect. He needs the V-trigger. He's not going to do anything else.
Out of there. Oh, he doesn't have to make some hit, though. And there's no meter here for Problem. Has to hold this mix-up.
Oh,
where are you going?
One more. V-reversal.
And again,
he's avoiding all the V-reversals.
He's got a mountain to climb here. He's doing it, though. The options there. He got the meter just in time. And he forgot the meter existed. You've got meter management so important, not only on your side, Jammers, but also on your opponent's side. And he wasn't observing Problem's options there as he put that carpet down.
Well, this is the thing. He's allowing Problem to utilize all of his anti-projectile tools way too easily by just being, again, in cruise control in certain situations, especially those clutch ones. There's an air to it.
Love that.
There's this throw.
Great start to this round here from VegaPatch. Problem will activate.
Just pushes into the corner, tries to take his turn back, and again, good spacing.
I like the neutral jump. Oh, watch, walk up and come on, grab.
It's going to be a couple of throws now. It's going to be, yeah, it was going to be a couple of throws.
Out of the corner, here it comes. Beautiful escape.
All right, VegaPatch still has a chance to take this round.
Ooh, got away with that. Problem's put him in the corner now. Life pick for VegaPatch, but positional advantage definitely to Problem, and he's almost got the CA as well. The dashing catches Problem out, and he gets the kill. He wasn't expecting that. It wasn't even a dash, it was a dashing medium as well. Had him cornered, was biding his time. Surprise forward dash from VegaPatch gets himself around in this second battle.
Air to air again, similar to how the round was closing out previously there. And he gets a life lead to work with. The Psycho Blast to close the gap, and it's still out of there. Blocks here from VegaPatch. Great defensive sequence right now.
Where you going? Problem ready for that jump back. It's game point here, ProblemX.
Blocking it now.
Good conversion. And gets him again, stayed in front, tried to bait out stand throw. Didn't come. It's a good sequence here. Catches him in the air. VegaPatch turning it on now. Problem tries to back away. Stunned very high. Got another V-trigger. What was that? Made a mistake.
Oh boy, not looking good.
Knew the EX was coming.
Is he going to V-shift? No, he holds up. Yeah, he's still holding up there, F-Word. Slides out.
Oh, we got gripped anyway. This could be it.
Frame trap. Yeah, and he
Still
knows
alive.
it.
And where you going, says ProblemX. Chases down the backdash. No escape for you. And he gets the points for his team. And unfortunately for Team Wild Blast, the horror story continues as VegaPatch loses that first game. And they drop yet another opportunity to collect 10 points, Janice.
Yeah, and you know what? The biggest problem there for VegaPatch was he just resorted to the evasive options, the escape options, 2 option. Yes, that's basically what his defensive options are, but like ProblemX was smelling blood. He knew when he wanted to just run away, skitter away, and then try and reset things to neutral. And that's why knee press is so good in situations like that, even with PsychoX as well. Things were looking a bit shaky. If VegaPatch took that first game from the sweep activation,
yeah, into guess for game. Could have been one battle up.
Probably would have been a different story.
Anything could have changed. And now the talisman, the best player by some distance in terms of performance on Team Wild Blast steps up, and not necessarily on capability. I think on capability, I'd probably give the edge, just a slight edge to Takamura. But in terms of mentality, composure, ability to perform when it matters, Momi's been the guy. But as I mentioned earlier, Team UK, all that Hurricane and Cammy experience. I mean, Shax plays Cammy himself. They are flooded with options there, and we're going to find out who they're going to pick to counter the Momi option as we hand back over to Logan.
Thanks, Phenom. I'm here with Momi, stepping up second for Wild Blast. I thought that was a strong showing in the opening game from VegaPatch, but obviously Problem was favoured there. You're going up, you've been put forward, you've got the rest of that squad there that is able to counter you, but I know you're not going to be too worried about being countered. You're just out here to do the work. Are you feeling confident today?
Yeah, I feel good. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to face Shax, but it might be Broski too, so I'm just waiting who's going to step up to the plate.
Either way, you're good with that?
Yes, I'm good.
All right, cool. So you're going in with the Cammy. Let's find out who you're going to be facing from Mouse Sports. Can you please send forwards? It's going to be Broski. What's going on, man? Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
A return to the flip-flops. We need to get you a Mouse Sports Hawaiian shirt to go and finish the Fulham song. We'll see if Problem can get that lined up for you.
Yeah, it needs the Mouse Wine shirts for sure.
Absolutely, that could be the celebratory edition at the end of the season, hopefully. Oro again, I guess?
Yep, still Oro.
Always Oro. So you're going up against Momi's Cammy. What's the thinking behind this?
Well, I don't think Momi has ever played an Oro matchup once, so that probably works out quite well for me.
He's shaking his head.
Yeah, so I'm hoping the experience pays off.
We saw Oro get some good results against Cammys in CPTs online for the couple of last couple of events, though.
Yeah, I think Oro can get into Cammy. It's a good matchup, even if he did know it. So I'm confident.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad that you're confident. Let's get you set up. Momi feeling confident as well. Get set up here for game number 2. It's going to be Oro against Cammy. We'll see how Momi's natural ability and confidence will take him through this matchup and whether Broski can bring some exciting V-trigger business, that Tengu Scone. We're looking forward to seeing that one. I'm going to be looking forward to hearing F-Word and Jammers call the action. It's going to be Momi Cammy against Broski's Oro in game 2 here. Let's go over to you guys.
Logan with the English remix there.
I'm trying not to laugh because Logan said Tengu Scone, and I can't unsee that now.
Sounds like a Japanese version of an English breakfast, mate. Yeah?
Oh, my word. Hey, listen, you just got messed up my brain completely. But, you know, what's amazing about Team Mouse is the plethora of, potent choices they have, because I'm thinking anyone could play well in this fixture. And, again, this makes perfect sense. And the key word being that Broski mentioned in that interview is inexperience against Oro. Capitalize off that. And, again, with inexperience and unfamiliarity, in a game like this, which is the most lethal fighting game, I feel like, when it comes to damage, when you don't know something, this is not a matchup that you want to test the waters against. But
against Tengu Stone, inexperienced against Tengu Stone. A V-trigger where every week I'm seeing some kind of new setup come up. He can hit him with the day one stuff and it'd be game over. So, I mean, he's got to play an almost perfect game here, does Momi. Also, there's a lot of projectile jump traps that Broski sets. We saw a phenomenal game in the CPT online, I think earlier in the year versus Hurricane, where Hurricane just about clutched it, but the highlight performer in that match was 100% Broski. Will he do the same here in this battle? We'll see. But one thing you can't take away from Momi is confidence and momentum, and he's very good at reading his opponents, baiting the reversals out. Who knows, man? He could get it done without the experience. I love the fact that Mouse are just like some players and teams are ashamed to admit that, we're just relying on unfamiliarity here. They're like, no, we're relying on unfamiliarity.
Yeah,
he doesn't know the matchup.
It's all about the tone, the mannerisms, the confidence.
Say what it is. Tell it as it is.
Well, sometimes it makes the day a lot easier when you're simple and just tell the truth to yourself. Oro versus Cammy. Yeah, Broski's got an abundance of experience in this matchup. Tried a various amount of different things. And it's going to be interesting how it happens here. That was a jump medium punch, I think it was.
How ready was he for that one jump?
Right, there we go. Just blind the pressure. There
The
we
lack
go.
of pushback on that stand medium so good.
And he's picked Minamushi V-Skill too.
He's really going to look to gimmick him.
Yeah.
I mean, if you ain't seen that V-Skill 2, it's super annoying.
Dash up throw. Oh no, yeah, we should have tried it.
He missed his meter there.
Yeah, and probably Momi doesn't even know that the overhead is a thing. We'll see.
Yeah, right? Just jumps out, gets caught though. It's Cammy, man. Look at the stunt. Oh, if he guessed right there, that would have been around. And he didn't. No V-trigger is the one positive thing. That was punishable. Too close. Didn't punish properly. Could confirm.
Not going to spend the bar.
Oh, tries to catch him running away. Catches him low. On the negative phrase. Oh,
wow.
He did it.
All right.
He did it.
Do you know what, man? It's a gambling man's game. He will do it, and he was doing it the last time he played as well. People think he won't do it.
He didn't want to get, I mean, it made sense for Momi to go for it there. Didn't want to let him get away and pick up the Tengu Stone activation.
He doesn't know. I bet he's going to learn the hard way. That's a fully invincible, but...
I mean, he must know that since he knows Aura's got an invincible. Come on,
well, maybe. Some people
know.
know.
Earlier in the same round.
All right, gonna do that light string into the throw, just walk up, buttons there, into the side switching hit grab from Aura.
Missed again. This time he whip punishes, switches sides. Momi looks comfortable so far. Oh, I might have cursed him actually. Stay in front. Uh-oh, there's gonna be a reset.
Overhead.
And it's gonna be a save just right. Go. When in doubt, reversal it out. Oh.
All right, forward throw.
Okay, the V-trigger's gone.
Sneaky overhead and try something. Yeah, he tried.
Oh, you cheeky bugger. You cheeky bugger, you. He went for the gimmick, but Momi's seen that before.
Now he's got to go for the empty hop low. He's got to go for the empty hop low. Trust it's a mix-up, but it's very linear in my opinion. It's a good combo extender, Minamushi, but...
It's not a real mix-up. It's so slow when you do the empty low. When you're used to it, anyway, in my opinion.
And Momi's got good reactions as well.
Exactly. But has he seen it enough to be ready?
Oh, missed his medium kick, yeah.
A couple times now he's got to wear that wake up. But he's so good at spacing that medium.
All right, there we go. Doing that staggered pressure with
Hardly
the stand
any
medium
pushback
kick.
on that stand medium. So good.
Yeah. Oh, this is looking good here for Broski.
Yeah, he's changed the strategy, hasn't he?
Just flaming all the buttons, all the kick buttons mainly. Activates. Good block there from Broski. Again, looking for the dive kick very soon here, Momi. Just seeing how...
Very balancey considering that V-trigger's on.
Yeah.
Random dive kick. Tries to catch her in there. V-shift, it wasn't a drill. He's got one more. Oh, don't press buttons. I just said it.
Oh, nice damage there from...
Oh, he takes it. Still in this. Activation incoming. Oh, he tried to get away.
Oh, no.
That's legit.
You should have seen the look on Momi's face when that activation happened. He's going to build the bar for reversal. I think Broski's going to do the whole activation combo.
Yeah, to the corner. Gets the game.
Right. Is it going to be delayed back throw? What's it going to do? Hop. TA went the wrong way.
It worked out. It worked out. The V reversal just to get out of the situation absolutely paid off. And he went for the instant overhead. I mean, it's not an overhead, but the instant throw bait and got himself away there. Fantastic choice there from Momi. That just, sometimes it's your day.
And the thing is, he done that against Phenom and it worked. So he said, you know what, I'm going to try against somebody else. And yeah, because that's a V reversal, a side switching one at that, I don't think the game knew is going to end up. You can pilot that EX chicken feet, but I think in that situation, it was mad awkward. Damn. First battle there to Momi, F1.
Really good play from Momi. Nice, safe approach to some of the defensive scenarios. Now he knows you cannot get away once you block that EX into the forward medium to the activation.
Oh, good anti-air
Great
conversion.
anti-air. Oh, we had a whole jump in there. That's worked out. Broski's a bit hesitant, man.
I mean, it's still Cammy at the end of the day. I don't care how unfamiliar you are with certain matchups.
That's gonna hit.
Yeah.
Tengu Stone time going. Oh my days, Momi moves into game point here in this second battle. You cannot doubt this kid. If Team Wild Blast have any chance this season, it lies on the shoulders of Momi, and he's demonstrating exactly why right now.
All right, potentially the final round here. I don't know if Oro has any more tricks or Broski has any more tricks in the bag.
Delayed wake up EX this time.
Well, he might have to rely on that a bit more, to be honest, because his gimmicks aren't working out.
He's just playing Cammy now.
No V-trigger yet. Blocks the dive kick. Crouching medium punch. V reversal.
V-trigger's there now. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
That's gonna really hurt. Great anti-air punish, and tons of damage incoming right now.
He might have to spend super. Yeah, he's going to do super. Grab her. There you go. Look at all that red. I think she's just about alive.
She's alive.
Yeah. Watch out. He might do raw activation.
That wasn't plus. Trying to jump away.
One dive kick will do it.
Buttons, boy. Right choice. One shimmy too many. And Broski stays alive here.
Oh, he's flinging out crouching medium punch a bit too often.
Bad projectile.
Oh, misses me there. No anti there from Broski. Very shook in this position right now.
Whoa, that worked out. Complete accident.
Yeah, I think he wanted a conversion into that, but that's dead.
This side switch is paid dividends here. Gets him again. He's really struggling with the aerial approach here from me. Oh, what was that? He had damage opportunity. He missed it. But Broski misses his combo. Overhead blocked.
He hasn't got the obvious skill 1, so he has to go in after this. Minamushi's just not enough.
Look on the reversal.
Back
reset.
Watch out for the reversal. Oh, he might do it. Momi might do it.
Whoa! Oh, he didn't do it. And a smile from Momi of acknowledgement, like, oh, you actually went for it. I would have hit you. Broski able to clutch it out. These delicate moments in the set.
And I think that I think Takamura is telling him, I think that lack of knowledge, because again, you have to, there's tons of active frames with the forward medium kick, but I don't think Momi knows specifically what he can and can't do. And I don't think right now, he's learning on the fly. I don't think he can tell by eye when he can challenge with Cammy's 3-frame. So, another saving grace for Team Mouse, by the way. Another saving grace.
Yeah, oh, seriously, that was close. They're back in this now. You got to get confidence back now if you're Broski.
Oh, he tried to do light
on
the
normal
ammo,
reversal. Betting a hard read on the throw, it didn't come. He's been in this situation too often, but the wake-up jab pays off. Count hit to the crouch medium. To the corner you go, Cammy.
He's landed a lot of throws against Cammy. I told you he had to do that eventually. Back throw will do it.
Ooh. He had it. Oh, this time he doesn't throw.
Right, she should be dead.
Big damage incoming here. He's got the bar as well.
What combo are you going to do? Yeah, dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
2 bars, well spent, a good investment for Broski and Team Maz, and the shoe is on the other foot. Broski is now in the driving seat. See how Momi responds. We might be going to final round, who knows?
Nice button there from Broski.
For the dive kick.
The fake cross under, he blocked it earlier. Back throw, one more guess will do it.
Anti-air, light one.
He's out of range, he's out of range.
I thought we should have done the light one. The light one goes literally vertical.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think he doubted it. Okay. She was almost behind his head. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure the light one goes right upwards. I'm pretty sure he would have got it.
No, it does, but was she already past that range?
I don't think so. That's just me, though. We're not specialists, but...
Battle point both players. Sorry, game point both players.
Watch this. Nice anti-air.
Plaza de Plaza. Oh, doesn't like Momi knows that's plus.
Oh, I don't know what that was. Yeah, back medium kick.
Can't get too predictable with these jumps, Momi.
Gonna rely on air-to-airs in this round here.
Missed, and he's ready. Takes the back throw.
That's going to be important in the next couple of seconds there, that tech that Momi did. Going to be good information for Broski. The win on the
ready
trigger.
Again, he's keeping his down charge better this round. Predicting those dive kicks more.
He's got CA. If he gets one hit, that's it. Any hit from a crouching medium kick, Sandfish with punish. There you go. What did I say?
Punish, not aware of the ranging. It's not your turn. And Broski able to clutch it out. Wasn't as easy as he'd hoped. Really felt the pressure. Momi put it on him, but it wasn't enough. And unfortunately, a familiar scenario here as Team Wild Blast dropped to a 0-20 deficit in this match. Fantastic comeback there from Broski. Did enough, adjusted to the jumps in that final round, and got the win for his team. Mouse, go 20 up here.
Another little jump scare for Team Mouse. And again, they were relying on that inexperience. But boy, someone with inexperience in that matchup, he did pretty damn well to take it down to the wire. And again, there were just little snippets of unfamiliarity, a lack of information for said situation there. But again, that was looking pretty strong. And as I called it in the last couple of seconds there, Broski's probably looking for a low confirm or the whiff punish to stand fierce. And he got that into the CA against a 900 health character. And this is how the scoreboard is looking right now. ProblemX taking the first win against VegaPatch. And now Broski securing that win. 20 points in the bag, on the verge of completing today's office tasks. And who is going to be playing that best of 5? And that's going to be interesting.
Well, listen, every point counts here. Problem's already played. Broski's already played. But, you know, it's not over yet for Team Wild Blast. They're still in there. This is one of the harder matches they have. I mean, they're away from home for this one, so it's always going to be tough. If they can get some kind of points out away from this, if Takamura can pull off a miracle and get 20 points for them, it's gonna mean a tremendous amount. It's gonna keep some kind of minimal hope for them for the rest of the season. So it's not over yet.
Yeah, 100% guaranteed. And again, look, for all you know, we are calling Momi the talisman, but it could be Takamura that turns
If there's a
things
time to shine,
around.
jammers, now's the time. And I believe we have the man himself with Logan Sama on the main stage, ready for what could be the final game.
Thanks very much for me. I am here with Takamura, and it's a 20-point deficit. It's Mouse Sports, one of the strongest teams in the tournament at the moment, but you still have a lot to do here, and I believe you can do it. Takamura, you haven't been able to show us why you are one of the strongest players in Europe so far. You qualified for Capcom Cup. You've got a number of tournament victories under your belt, but you haven't been able to get a win so far here at Street Fighter League. You've got a 0% win rate. It's the perfect time to change that.
The matchup is difficult, but I think I can do this, yeah.
Who are you expecting to play against?
FourFields.
You think you're going to be playing FourFields? All right, we'll find out. This is a big one for you. Mouse Sports, can you send up your remaining player for this third game? And it is going to be the FourFields with Falk. Once again, you're in the anchor spot playing for the 20 points. You want a big 40-point win. That's going to push you right up there on the leaderboard. Why have we gone for you in this spot with Falk?
Well, since we were able to see the lineup, in terms of the matchups we're going up against, I think this is the best decision for our team to make here.
What makes this matchup favorable for you?
Well, first of all, I don't play Takamura very often, which means he doesn't play me very often. And I like the Akuma matchup.
Yeah, there's no real way to get that Falk experience unless it's through you, of course. The Akuma matchup you're looking forward to as well. All right, so let's get you set up, ready to go. Takamura, please get set up here. It's all to play for. 20 points down. Wild Blasts. It's looking bleak. They don't want to reach the midpoint of their season. Only on 20 points. They need something here. It's about time for Takamura to unlock that power that we all know he's got. Is he going to be able to do it here against the FourFields, one of the most informed players in Europe at the moment? Let's throw it over to F-Word and Jammers. It's game 3, 20 points. Wow, what a clutch game this is going to be.
Well, in this single match, Mouse have accumulated the same amount of points that Wild have for the entire season. So to say that it's now or never would be one hell of an understatement. I think last week was now or never. But if they can keep themselves some kind of momentum, get some kind of ground here, even if they lose 2025, there's still hope. But I think if they get another 40-0 here, if they lose this game, I'm not sure there's any way back. You look at the run they've got. Mouse away. Their next match is 0-0 Nation at home. Then they got BMS away, arguably the strongest team, most informed player on that squad as well. Who here is going to beat Mr. Crimson? Reason Gaming, they get to play again, but this time they're away. They didn't take advantage of the chance they had when they had them at home.
Yeah, that's right.
Then they got Team GO at home, and then Team Mouse again at home. It's one hell of a hard run to be starting from 20 points in. So to give any chance to yourselves for the remainder of this season, you need to get something out of this match.
Dude, look, I'm not going to front. They are in an abysmal situation right now. There have been, slight glimmers of hope, but again, the opposing teams have just been snatching it away from them, making sure they keep their momentum and their win conditions on an all-time high. And it is going to be FourFields going up against Takamura. Like I said before at the start, FourFields would just be great in this fixture anyway, because his character does pretty well against all three of those characters. But we're going to see how he closed it out. And hopefully, just by watching the back, he can just make a solid performance, make sure it's as efficient as can be, because the other guy has a little bit of a jump scare. Is able to pull it through. But I'm curious, did he pick Ken or did he pick Akuma? Okay, there you go. Picked Akuma. Falk versus Akuma. See how this goes.
I've seen Ken fight that matchup pretty well, actually. I mean, I think Falk has the edge.
Forward throw there, starting from.
Nice whiff punish. Just evades that crouch medium and gets in range to whiff punish. It's a good start here.
And I feel that Takamura has been putting a little bit extra work against the zoners because of obviously the range they have. So he needs to know the spacing. But Psycho Anger gets activated. Gets that back throw.
This is a bad situation.
Watch out for the overhead.
Love that back throw for the positional advantage.
Good spacing there from Takamura.
Jeez.
What a whiff punish into the mine. Look at that pressure, F-Word. Overhead.
Plus, respect me. Just trying to catch those limbs.
Crouch.
Can't throw
counter.
fireballs. Looking to activate. Here it is.
Jump back
Nice
jab.
jump back jab.
Just waiting it out there. Still got air fireballs to work
Oh, he
with.
hesitated.
That's it.
Big
No,
damage.
it isn't. I looked at the wrong meter.
V-trigger wasn't there. He wanted the hard knockdown. There was no V-trigger left though.
Boy, close round there, but FourFields looking laser focused and was able to close that one out. But again, the anti-Kuma tech is paying off. Look at that, he's just waiting for the crouching medium punch or something. Yeah, he has to alternate his spacing between crouching medium punch and forward hard punch. That's what he has to do, especially while trying to initiate his low forward fireball game just in general.
Yeah, I was looking for the DP. It didn't, the jump didn't come though.
Yeah.
He's handling neutral fairly well, is Takamura. But when that momentum starts for FourFields.
Good demon flip.
Oh! He definitely had the frame advantage there. Should have just gone into jabs.
Oh, hold on.
Wow,
The
what
mine's still
choice
out
was
there.
that?
Can he push it back into it? Wrong button timing there from Takamura. And look at
ready
that.
to juggle and catches the stand medium whiffing. Huge life lead now.
Yeah, not dead, but let's see if Takamura can find a way to activate, or is FourFields going to comfortably close it out with a medium? He's jumping. Anti-X.
Nice trade. Spends that last DX meter. Looking to activate. Here it comes. It's the pro.
Is he going to close out with a medium? He's looking to. Don't jump, Takamura.
Can't jump. Oh my days, the spacing. Safe jump. Pro. Takamura's got it all to do. Pro again. Oh, and the meaty stand medium. He's still alive in this first battle. Making various reads correctly. One round apiece.
That's what it boils down to, man. You've got to do that, but again, lovely whiff punish. I like the exchange at these both characters' medium range. Gets the demon flip into the low.
And Akuma's got those surprise options. Nice whiff punish there from FourFields.
There you go.
Punishing him for that back heavy.
Oh,
great options there. Such control from FourFields. Brick wall defense. Commentator's curse gets clattered by that Pierce into the target combo. Will he look to activate now? Both of them got V-trigger. Oh, this time he does get it. It's a bad trade damage-wise though. Oh, nice cross cut.
Let's see who activates first.
Oh, what a choice.
Well-timed reversal. Most of those crouch medium kicks.
Oh my days.
Two string.
He's out. He's out.
That's it.
Oh, he's got it. FourFields had it. Takamura was in there with a chance, chasing him down, was looking to activate. FourFields took the tiniest micro step backwards into that fierce, confirmed into the catapult, able to close out that first battle. Whew, I mean, you play a decent amount of folk. How are you finding this matchup so far, Jammers? Is there anything either player could do more of?
I'm loving the fact that when they're in their optimal medium range, they're just mentally aware of how to whiff punish the other person and get as much damage as they can. I want to see Takamura jump less because I feel that FourFields has specific answers for that stuff. That is kind of spacing trap if you get that wrong. But I'd also want to see as well probably more shots from FourFields as well, just to kind of throw him off, give him something else to think about. Actually, medium punch. Actually, medium punch again. 60 damage.
Yeah, he knew he was going to try and whip punish it this time. He walked forward to stay in the range. That worked out. It's a great round from FourFields. All the answers.
This is it, and he knows that Takamura has to rely on V-trigger. There you go, whip punish with the stand medium kick. He's spacing, man.
Yeah, he was looking out for the reversal. Big whiff though.
Right. Oh
no, that's so unfortunate.
Delay V-shift there from FourFields. Jump back air fireball.
I haven't seen that even happen before.
Yeah. Here's the thing. FourFields ain't going to press a button unless it's to close out the round. Yeah, unless it's to close out the round, he's not going to press a button. So Takamura finds himself on the back foot once again, F-word.
Listen, that's great risk-averse play there from FourFields at the end. He knew Takamura wouldn't jump. Kept the mediums in range, didn't whiff them. He's been punished for whiffing them earlier. Don't want that hard knockdown into momentum. Close it out, halfway there.
I mean, she's kind of got a risk-averse tool set. Crouch and medium punch, 2-button anti-air, or 1-button when it's the full invincible version. It's Psycho Schneider, but see how this goes. Again, yeah, he's still trying to find that range to punish the medium. And I like that FourFields is making him do that, conditioning him to try and look out for the crouch and medium punch.
Great evasion. Doesn't fall for the bait there with the anti-air. And Takamura's got to overextend. He's dashing more now. V-reversal, such a clever choice. Catches him with a meaty forward fierce. It's all working out here for FourFields. Takamura activates, no resources here. Tries to backdash. The delayed crouch jab gets him out of that situation. EX anti-air, all the answers. You are not approaching this brick wall, says FourFields as he closes out yet another battle. And Takamura scratches his head, trying to figure out how he can get any kind of momentum here in this match. It just seems to get harder as it goes on, Jammers.
It's difficult because, again, one of the reasons why he was so strong before is because, yes, he was very flexible and he is the Swiss Army knife of Street Fighter 5, but the vast majority of the toolsets in the Swiss Army knife have been weakened. They're either blunt, they're chipped, or they're just broken. That's it. They don't work no more. And the thing is, the zoners have gotten exponentially better, and they are some of the better archetypes in Street Fighter 5 currently. Look at Falk. These two are like completely flipped on his head in terms of character strength. And he is literally still at gate number 1. How do we get in without trying to whiff punish? Because FourFields doesn't necessarily have to press a button.
And it's not like Akuma, for all those nerfs, it's not like he got an increase in his damage and health to remove the glass effect. I mean, like I said a few weeks back, man, he's no longer a cannon, but he still made a glass. It only takes a few. I mean, look at the chunks of health he's losing for the grounded projectile, for any kind of anti-air. It's very uphill for him these days.
See, yeah, he's still going with that game plan of trying to whiff punish. FourFields don't have to press a
But
button.
I think you have to. You can't jump in, right? I mean, that's not working.
He's waiting for a shot. If he does medium Tatsu, that might work, but then FourFields will walk forward.
Well, it's uphill, Jammers, but that's the strategy he's got to play. Let's see if he can find a way to get some kind of momentum. So far, just a perfect game plan from FourFields.
Good block on the cross-up Tatsu there, but again, moving a little bit closer, getting hit by these mediums. There's a Shakunetsu, got to watch out for that line.
He doesn't respect it.
Yeah.
Keeps on trying to approach with a projectile there.
Sometimes you got to walk forward, though.
I agree, but don't overextend. The damage is too severe. And he's playing catch-up again here. Not a good trade. Not with that life deficit.
Can't jump either. It'll be a close range.
Oh, big whiff, not punished.
Crushed out
there's
now.
that towards Fierce, perfectly placed as he tried to activate. He knew.
Oh,
And it's the EX, look at that.
The jump shot makes the mine explode. Catch them again. That Psycho Mine has been catching Takamura out several times in this
into the
battle.
EX. Man, this is just such solid play.
Explode.
Again, getting hit with the mine behind him.
Good V-break. That's the first V-break we've seen from Takamura on this side, but if he gets the jump in, FourFields, that's going to be a stunned Akuma.
It's getting harder, I feel, for Takamura. Look at the stun racking up here. This is it, match point.
Oh, no
confirm.
cancel,
That was
yeah.
it, that was game. EX Catapult going to get an activation here.
I mean,
first bit of momentum here for
I wouldn't
Takamura.
be surprised if he reversals. He jumps out.
Wow! The cross cut back heavy.
Find out. The block. A reversal would have
To
worked.
the corner you go.
Oh,
wow,
he's
he got it.
stunned, and he's got 2
Yeah, he's got
bars.
the EX, that should be dead. EX, is it?
Red fireball, spend the bar.
EX meter to close it out. Yes, he does. Wow, I don't know how he's still alive. This looks well and truly over, but Akuma still has that V-trigger, still has that Oki into Oki, and a couple reads in a row, and he saves himself 1 match point. But Team Wild Blast still steering another 40-0 in the eye. No confirm on a crouch medium. I just feel like the margin for error is so slim in this matchup.
Yeah.
What a neutral jump.
The stun's
What a
racking
choice.
up. Is he going to dash up and throw him? He's just
And he's
going to keep
scared
it
there.
safe.
This could be the end.
No anti-air there from Phils. But he could have recovered in time to do that, because she does land faster from her jump shots.
Oh, bakes out the anti-air. Takamura with some momentum at last. Catches him trying to run away.
Hang on
Where
a
are you
minute.
going?
Hang on a minute. Hard knockdown. Yeah, he has to do it. FourFields, what's your choice? Takes
Bro.
a grab. Yeah, he's going to do the he's going to do the demon flip.
Good V reversal. Back dash. And again, where you going? Can he take this? FourFields are still in it.
Forward
Gets a
fist.
force fist. And he has the CA as well. The EX really hurts. You can't throw fireballs anymore. You've got no resources.
Oh no, he has to wait for that to just explode. Worry about the timing. He blocked it, and he was looking for that V-break. Don't jump.
No, you can't throw fireballs. We just said it. FourFields 100% ready, and the EX buff used to convert. It is a 3 battle to 0 victory in the final game there. Team Mouse with the best outcome possible. They go from second to last in the table all the way to the top of the table with this 40-0 victory. Massive win for the anchor. FourFields keeps up that fantastic win percentage. And unfortunately for Takamura, a valiant performance, much more like the Takamura we know. But too late, too little. Unfortunately, not enough to get any points here for Team Wild Blast Jammers.
Now, despite the final scoreline of just winning the 3 games that were mandatory, it wasn't easy. All of those rounds, or for the vast majority of those rounds there, it looked pretty clutch for
Yeah,
them.
VegaPatch problem was close.
Yeah, so was Broski.
Momi versus Broski was close. You're absolutely right, Jammers. I think a valiant effort from Wild Blast. Had they reached this level in the earlier weeks, I think by now they'd already be playing more to themselves and they'd be taking points from sets like this, no doubt. But unfortunately not the case on this particular occasion.
Yeah, it was unfortunate as well. But again, solid performance. Efficiency done once again, because that is another 40 points to 0 for Team Mouse. I think that is the second team they've done that to. The other team was Team Reason, if I'm not mistaken.
If I'm not mistaken, Mouse shot up to the top of the table with 125 points, all the way from 5th to 1st. The gap between 1st and
last
4th. It's extremely tight.
Yeah.
You know, you got Geo on 110 points, BMS on 105 points, Reason Gaming on 100 points. I mean, Mouse has just gone from 2nd to bottom all the way to top. There's no saying who's going to get this. You know, the only thing we are pretty certain of right now is there's very little chance, if any at all, of Team Wild Blast qualifying.
Well, I mean, like I said, again, too little, too late. They arrived to the party way later than expected. They're showing signs of, revitalization and confidence and so on and so forth. But you know what? It's a shame, but they're going to have to, again, go back to the room, deliberate, and see what happens. But right now, we got to talk to our homeboy, ProblemX, Logan Sama. Let's hear his thoughts on that match.
Thanks very much. An incredible result there for Mouse Sports. That was probably one of the toughest 3-0s I've seen there with the FourFields at the end, but you've got to be very happy with your team coming through. You decided to put yourself up first. It paid off for you. Another 40-0 win. You seem to be finding that momentum that you kind of stumbled a little bit in the middle of the season, but here we are, the midpoint. 5 matches down, 130 points, looking very comfortable. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, and I'm very happy with the 130. So we're at the top right now. And 2 of the other strong contenders who are high on the leaderboard have to play each other.
Yep.
So we'll be watching that one closely. I'm very happy with my team. FourFields super solid at the anchor spot, and Broski doing what he does, getting it done, getting the wins.
Yeah, it's a really well-assembled squad. Obviously, you got the 3 character specialists. Obviously, you got Alex, but we got the predominantly character specialists coming out, and you have Shax there as like the assassin. We used to call him the baby-faced assassin back in the day, but that beard has grown through. Now he's just an assassin lurking at the back, ready to step up when you need one of his roster of characters for a counter pick or a particularly difficult matchup for one of you guys. There must be now you have the data as well, because you've played 5 games, you've played all of the other opponents, the opposing teams so far. Now we look at the second half of the season. How confident are you going into that with that data?
Yeah, I'm very confident because, as I said previously, I chose to use some matches we always want the points, but I was like, well, it's good to get pressure out the way. And also, I wanted to see how people were coping in different positions, anchor, first, etc. But now I'm ready for certain other teams who got us before. Sometimes it will be home and away, and that was why we believe we may have lost in some matchups. So I'm looking for the runbacks on a lot of people. So, yeah.
That's right. You've got to be focusing as well on those top 2 spots. We know how important that home position is, the ability to counterpick in those semi-finals, in the playoffs. You've got to be pushing for those points now in this second half of the season, right?
Yeah, exactly. And we just seen with Reason playing against 0-0 Nation, that really turned the leaderboards upside down, because now everyone's in close contention. But yeah, it was an amazing job here. We wanted the 40 here, especially after the Reason, because now they jumped back up. So we're like, well, we need to get the 40 here. So I'm proud of my team. Everyone's doing well. And yeah, man. It is what it is.
What do you think about the squad here in Wild Blast as well? I'll ask you, man, because there's some talented players there, but they're just not getting the wins.
Yeah, I know all of these players on an individual level, and they're all winning players. You know, VegaPatch, Takamura, Momi, and Jimmy. Jimmy's really stepped up a lot recently as well. He's been playing a lot online, but when he plays in sets that I watch, he gets closer and closer to players that he was far apart from before. And the other players, I mean, Takamura's like world class. We know this. VegaPatch is world class, but a couple bad matchups and a bit of a bad run. If you can't get yourself out of that bad momentum, so we had a bad week like the other week. So I was like, no, part of the reason why I went first as well is like, let's get the win,
get that momentum,
and then get everyone fired back up. So yeah, they're all amazing players. I don't know what's happening. It goes like that sometimes.
Sometimes it be like that.
Just go like that.
Congratulations on another big result. Congratulations. That's the midpoint of the season. Very comfortable. Let you go back and celebrate your team after a big 40-point win. My word. Let's take a look at that leaderboard right now, and we can see exactly where Mouse Sports are sitting, and it is at the top after 5 matches played. As he said, it's Team Geo versus BMS. They're going up against each other. So Mouse are definitely in a very good position. 0-0 Nation only picking up the 25. And there you see Wild Blast are really behind the pack. But there's 5 matches to play for them in the second half of the season. Next week, it is officially the midpoint of Street Fighter League. BMS versus Team GO. That is our last match of the first half. And then it all switches round. We've got Wild Blast finally on the home side going against 0-0 Nation, who are away. That is officially the second half of the season. I hope you've enjoyed it all so far. What a great week of action. Make sure you're checking out the VODs and the highlights. Big up to all of the players delivering, whether they're getting the wins, they are entertaining us with some superb Street Fighter play. Big up as well, of course, to my team on the broadcast, F-Word and Jammers, really giving us that insight and keeping these matches hype, delivering the energy that we need, that these matches deserve. We're going to be back next week, same time, week 8, as we kick off the second half of the season. Street Fighter League Pro Europe 2022 continues. We'll see you then.